Hey guys, welcome to the first 100 hours of Combat to Hyperion, a series where I can only use combat money-making methods to unlock Hyperion. Now this is your first time watching, then that's perfect, because we're going to be going over every single episode in this video, and basically recapping them into one big episode. Now if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure to stick this in the background, and I don't want to spoil too much that happens. However, we start out with pretty much zero money, making very little money per hour, and slowly ramp our way up to making over 100 million coins per hour using a money-making method you guys probably don't even know about. Welcome to the new series, Combat to Hyperion, where I'll be using only combat to unlock Hyperion. So hopefully we're going to be going over some money making methods that you guys are a little bit more familiar with in this series, and maybe you guys can use this as a guide on unlocking your own Hyperion. Now pretty much there's only one thing to do when I started out, and that was just to punch a bunch of zombies until I had a decent amount of money, and a decent amount of money I mean like 10 coins, so I could buy myself a wooden sword. And you know, with this wooden sword I'm going absolutely crazy on these zombies, just like showing off why I have 10,000 duels wins on Hypixel. But yeah, just killed them for a little bit more money so I could buy an upgrade, and the upgrade was just a undead sword, so I do 2 times damage and have a little bit more bonus strength. So now I'm able to one-tap graveyard zombies. So I'm about to get my first ever RNG drop, or I guess not RNG, but like kind of luck based, which is a rune. And you might think as like a normal player that's not that significant, but the lowest bin for a rune is 8,000 coins, and I think this is pretty good for starting out. I can definitely like get upgrades on my swords and buy more enchantment bottles, and it's pretty good for reforging as well. So I just put the bin up for the rune, and I'm currently trying to get enough levels so I can get an efficiency 3 golden shovel, because I need to level up my mining so I can unlock the deep caverns, and then from there I can obviously kill Lapis zombies, and I can unlock the heart of the mountain and, you know, start doing ghosts, or probably not ghosts, probably more likely I'll be doing the glacier mobs, but it unlocks a lot more money making methods, and I'll probably start making thousands of coins rather than hundreds. So it only took me like maybe 3 minutes to unlock all the sand that was required, and I just wanted to show you guys I'm going to be avoiding the sand, and any of the coins that I made I'm going to be spending them on a winter disc, and I'm just going to throw that out. So I'm not making any coins from leveling up the skills either, just so it's clear. Now I'm not sure how much the meta has changed since I first started playing Skyblock in 2019, but I'm going to try making money by killing Lapis zombies and hopefully dropping some armor, which sells for about 50k per. Now if I keep dropping it every second zombie, then I'm going to be a very rich person. However, I doubt that's going to happen. I don't even have enough money right now to sell this, so I'm going to have to grind up some more zombies, because it's probably going to cost me about 500 to 1,000 coins just to put it up on auction, but then I'm going to be making a lot of money. Now, one of the things I did forget about starting Skyblock is you kind of need to go on this whole like side quest just to unlock enchantments, because the guy in the hub only does level 1 enchants, so you have to like unlock a diamond pickaxe and then mine up 4 obsidian just so you can do it. But it's pretty easy. It just like maybe takes like 10 minutes or so, so I just did that pretty quickly. And I also found out these miner zombies give like 1 to 2 levels for every kill, so if I ever need to level anything up, like get looting or luck on my sword, then that's definitely where I want to be going. Now, after making the sacrifice of relisting my lava rune for 1,000 coins, I can now afford to put my Lapis helmet on the auction house, and once this sells, I'll have enough money to keep listing more items and probably put some better enchantments and just make an entire Lapis helmet empire. Yeah, so my first Lapis helmet has sold here, and I'm going to use this money to relist another Lapis helmet, which I dropped, and then I'm also going to buy some more experience bottles so I can max out my sword, or at least get it close to max, so I increase my luck and looting enchants, and also increase the amount of damage I'm doing. But if I want to one-tap Lapis zombies, I think I'm also going to need to unlock talismans, so I'm going to get to that as well. Okay, so I've added the reforge, so I now have looting 2, luck 4, and smite 5, and with sharp reforge obviously, and I'm going to come over here and just buy the cheapest talisman I can find, so just so I can unlock the, like, what is it, Maxwell the Thaumaturge, and do all that redstone stuff. So there we go, I've unlocked the accessory bag, and I've traded in a little bit of redstone here, just like 120 of it, that I can unlock some more slots, and now I can talk to this guy and he's actually going to give me access to it, and I can now finally get +1 strength. Let's actually go. Yeah, so the looting and luck enchants actually did a lot, probably doubled the rates I was getting them at, so now I have all of these drops, and I'm only showing you this because I need to claim it so I can have enough money to put up another auction. But I'm looking at, if all that sells, around about 400,000 coins, which will definitely let me buy probably like a Raider's Axe or an Aspect of the End, which is a much needed upgrade, and from there we can be looking into even more money. Yeah, so I'm over here for the Grandma Wolf because, I mean, if you're doing anything in Skyblock, you just want a Grandma Wolf around. I mean, it's extra coins, extra magic find, it's just everything, and it also allows you to unlock the bestiary pretty close to it, so I'm gonna get the Grandma Wolf pet and then unlock the bestiary, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so I just was in here, and I've walked over to do an Arachne, and it seems like this is very good for money. Now, I didn't realize it, but I got an Arachne's Fang, which is a 1 out of 10 chance, and that sells for about 300 to 400,000 coins. And then the soul string as well is about 5,000 each, and I got 10 of that, so I just got like 500,000 coins, and I didn't have to do anything. All I have to do is just hit the spider one time. So I think I might grind this out for a little bit and just like see how much money I can make. But yeah, so I needed some upgrades pretty desperately, so I got an aspect to the end because I kept dying, so I can now, teleport away. I got some like half glaciite, half Arachne armor. And then all this armor I've dropped here. Now this armor all sells for about 10k per, the Fang is 400k, the soul string is 5,000 per, so altogether I'm looking at, and then also I dropped a tarantula pet, which is kind of the main reason I decided to record this clip. But I'm looking at around about 2 million coins, especially if we add my bank and if I can sell the spider essence eventually. Yeah, so I wasn't recording, but I was randomly just like doing some rain spiders to unlock bestiary, and apparently I killed like a poison rain slime or something, and I went to sell this on the auction house and I couldn't find it, so I searched it up, and apparently it's worth 1 million coins on the bazaar. So I guess I'm gonna go unlock the bazaar real quick. But yeah, so if I just trade in these last fairy souls, then I will have Skyblock level 7, which means I can unlock the bazaar, and then I'm just going to instant sell the poison sample, and from there I'm going to buy a god potion, and it's just going to be super easy. Now, alongside being able to buy god potions and sell the poison sample, I also have access to grand XP bottles for like super cheap now, so I just leveled up my enchanting a ton, and I'm going to try and max out this aspect to the end so I do a little bit more damage and I can hopefully one-tap Enderman. So I'm currently one spider away from unlocking the end, and I'm gonna be honest, this god potion is one of the best upgrades I've ever had. It is probably 10 times my damage, so I mean, if you're not using a god potion at all times, I definitely would recommend it. You also can't lose it anymore because of the update. So I'm here in the end, and I'm probably 150 damage away from a one tap, which means, I'm probably gonna need like maybe 2 pieces of ender armor, which is I'm getting so lucky on this profile, I can't lie. But I'm probably just going to reforge 2 ender armor pieces and then probably be able to one-tap them. But yeah, so I've just been doing Arachnes for about an hour and a half to an hour, just, see how much money I can make so I could buy some better gear. And from that, just string alone, 800k. From the items in my inventory, it's about another 800, so that's about 1.6 million coins I just made in an hour. I also have combat 15 if I want to do dungeons, but before I get into that, I want to buy an aspect of the dragon and then like max enchant it just to see how much damage I can do, so I can try and start grinding up summoning eyes. But yeah, so I've maxed it out, and it seems that I need combat 18 first, so I'm going to do a little bit more Arachnes until I get combat 18, and then I'll see you guys. So I didn't even know this, but apparently there's 2 tiers of bosses, and one of these tiers gives 30 soul string per, and I'm in a lobby where they're spawning them right now, so that's like 200,000 coins per boss to 300,000 depending on how lucky I get, so I'm currently making a ton of money, and I'll see you guys. I just wanted to let you know that I'm making like 10 mil an hour right now. Yeah, so I just finished my 100th Arachne kill, and my inventory and ender chests are all filled, so I'm gonna sell everything I got and see how much profit I made. It took me probably about 2 hours according to my god potion, so yeah, we'll see how much money I had, and then after this we'll probably look into getting into dungeons. But everything is sold, so drum roll please. Let's see how much money we have so far on the profile. Let's do a little spin around. It is 9.5 million coins, plus the god potion, which was like 1.7, and then this sword, which is like 1.2, so it puts us at about 13 million coins in the first like 3 hours of this profile, which is pretty good. However, I think it is time to get into dungeons because we should probably be leveling up our combat. So I'm kind of struggling to find a party, but I mean, it's going to take 5 minutes. So once I queue into here, I'm just going to probably run around and do nothing and until I can get a Dreadlord sword, and then from there I'm going to try and level up my bestiary, and hopefully I only need like, I think 50 more tiers of bestiary before I level up, so it's pretty easy, and I'll get back to you guys in like maybe 30 minutes when I'm done. Okay, so I'm almost done, I know, but it's taking so long and I keep thinking of new things to do. But I'm going to auction up my Aspect of the Dragon, which I know was my goal of unlocking. However, I just realized that Mage is probably the way to go now, so I'm going to be selling this and then trying to buy a frozen scythe, which is 7 mil. I should, if this sells, have enough money, and then from there I'll be doing a lot more damage, and I should be able to do both dungeons and grinding summoning eyes, which is kind of like 2-in-1, which is a lot better than just buying the asset to the dragon and using it normally. Okay guys, so this is the current drip check. I have 3 force wires with the dark goggles on and then the frozen scythe. I'm going to start 20 minutes of grinding zealots, and starting out I have 16 kills. We're going to give it 20 minutes and see the drops that I get. So the 20 minutes are over and I got 1 summoning eye, and then some fragments, but that's not really what matters here. What we're looking for is how many kills I get, because we got to average it out over the hour. And if we go into my bestiary, I got 560 kills, which if we subtract 16, that gives me around about 550, times that by 3, that's about 1,700, so probably about 4.5 summoning eyes per hour, or probably about 6 million coins. So I decided to try out the frozen scythe in dungeons, and I guess because it's not been made into a dungeon weapon and because my armor hasn't been dungeonized, like, it does a decent amount of damage, but I'm also like a glass cannon, I do like 12,000 damage a hit, but I die in like 2 shots, so it's not the most enjoyable experience of all time, but you kind of have to just grind out the first part of dungeons before you can get into the actual fun parts. So I think my only rule for dungeons is going to be, like, I can get carried, but I can't pay for a carry, you know what I mean? Because like, I feel like as a normal player, you can just like go into a party, and some guy who's like cat of 30 is just going to join a floor 1 party, and it's just going to happen. So I can't pay for any carries, but if someone just like is in my party, then I'm going to accept it, and I can't like search out to like ask people to carry me. It just has to happen like naturally. Okay, so a few dungeon runs later, and we're currently at floor 3, and I just got my first ever completion, which gave me a ton of XP, but I'm still currently 1 level away from floor 4, where I'll be able to unlock the Spirit Scepter. And then from there, I'm going to try and unlock floor 5, obviously, for Shadow Assassin armor, and then probably take a break from dungeons. So I'll see you when I either complete floor 4 or unlock floor 5. Okay guys, so this is probably going to be the end of the episode. I just tried to complete a floor 4 run and it did not go very well. I definitely need some better gear, and now there's no more parties queuing, so by next episode I'll have much better gear and a lot more money. Right now we have about 4 mil in the bank, plus the Frozen Scythe and a full Wise Dragon set, so make sure you subscribe so you get notified for the next episode, which will probably come out tomorrow, if not the day after, so yeah, I'll see you then. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion. Now, in this episode, the first thing I'm going to do is buy a booster cookie. I know for most players starting out, a booster cookie is probably a waste of money as it costs 10 million coins and most of the upgrades are quality of life. However, due to the fame rank on my main account, I actually make profit off the bits from booster cookies, so I'm going to go buy one right now. Now, obviously what I meant when I said right now was after 50 Arachne kills, because I only have like 5 million coins in my bank right now, but after 50 Arachne kills, then I'm going to buy a booster cookie right now. Okay, so this is the loot from about 50 more runs, plus, obviously I sold the soul string already, but now we have 10 million coins, which means that I'm able to buy a booster cookie, and then after I get this, I'm probably going to start running some dungeons so I can unlock floor 5 and then get a lot better gear with Shadow Assassin and like a Livid Dagger and stuff. So I did just get completely carried to my first ever floor 4 completion, which means that I can now get a Spirit Scepter, which is definitely one of the best mage weapons in the entire game. However, it is about 20 million coins, so I'm going to do a little bit of Arachne and hopefully get my bits up, and then I'll have enough coins to buy it. And I'll probably end up selling my Frozen Scythe, but we'll do that, and then we'll look into getting a Mage gear upgrade and probably dungeonizing my Wise Armor as well. Okay guys, so I'm going to go do 5 minutes of Arachnes and then calculate how many kills I get, and then from there calculate the average rates I'd be getting per hour, and using that I'll be able to calculate how much money I and you guys will make per hour from Arachnes. Okay guys, so I averaged around about 90 kills per hour, which I calculated to be 2 tarantula pets, 90 Arachne fragments, 900 soul string, 9 Arachne fangs, 720 Arachne essence, 9 Arachne armor pieces, 300,000 in like random string and stuff, and then all up that adds up to about 12 million coins per hour for a beginner money making method that really only requires you having combat level 1. Now, unfortunately, my god potion ran out, so that means I have to, spend another 1.5 mil. So hopefully these speed potions are going to level up my alchemy a little bit, so hopefully the god potion is going to last a little bit longer, and then I won't have to spend 1.5 mil every single day. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, when it is thundering in the spider's den, there is a chance for you to get a poison sample from toxic rain slimes. It's about 5 out of, like a 5% chance, and it's worth 800k, so I would definitely recommend, if you're just like here, it is probably a very good money making method to just kill the toxic rain slimes, because you will make a lot of money, especially as an early game player, because they only have like 1000 health. Now, I'm not sure if I said this before when I was talking about making money, but if you want to make a little bit more money from the Arachne pieces, then you want to salvage them, because then they're worth 7,000 coins per piece, instead of just selling them to the NPC where they're worth about 2,000. Okay guys, so I have about 242 Arachne kills now, which made me a lot of profit, and now I can afford to have this 5-star very wise dragon armor set up, and then this fragged heroic spirit scepter. So there is a spooky festival in 17 minutes, which I want to try and get to. However, for now, I'm just going to see how many dungeon levels I can gain. I do need to buy a sheep pet, however, I don't have the money, so probably after the spooky festival I'll have enough money and then I'll buy a sheep pet. Okay, so I just got my first ever floor 5 completion, and this means that I am pretty close to getting cat level 16. Not that that means anything, but that just means I'm kind of aiming now to get cat level 20, because then that is not the bazaar. Then I will be able to access essence, and that'll increase the money I get from Arachnes by about 4 million coins per hour. So I'll get back to you guys when I guess the next thing happens, which I guess for now is probably cat level 20, but I'm sure something will come up before then. Oh hey, look, something came up guys. So I just got, obviously as you can see, a Shadow Assassin chestplate, which is about 6 mil in profit. However, if we, and that was also my 6th run by the way, so that's pretty lucky I'd say. But if we just go to the hub, we'll see that I don't have enough money to buy it, so I'm gonna go do Arachnes for like 10-20 minutes, and then I'll buy it, and then I'll have made like 6 mil profit, which I think is pretty good. Okay guys, so it's been a few minutes, and if I just claim this cat flower off the auction house that I, sold my bits for, and then I come over to this guy, I can claim this Shadow Assassin chestplate, and now if I check on the auction house, the lowest price is like 12 mil, so I'm gonna put it up for about 11.96 mil, and hopefully it'll sell. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to dungeons because I'm not cat level 20 yet, but when I do get cat level 20, I'll let you guys know, and then from there, I'll probably go to unlocking the Crimson Isles because I do want to get to doing some Kudra. Okay, so I just finally, after like 3 days, have got Catacombs 20, which means I can now sell my essence to the bazaar, and now I'm making, 14 mil per hour from Arachnes. I also unlocked combat level 22, which means I now have access to the Crimson Isles. However, before that, I want to unlock a Juju bow, so first of all, I have to do a little bit of Wolf Slayer. Now, because you need to kill a tier 4 Sven to unlock Void Glooms, I'm going to need a Berserk set up like this, where, because, wolves don't take magic damage. However, even with 3/4 Shadow Assassin, I do like no damage with the Liver Dagger, because I need a few talismans, so I'm going to get a little bit more, because my magic power is currently 20, and that's just not on. Now, I know I'm not meant to use minions, however, I've decided to place down just like 5 redstone minions, because I don't really feel like mining 1.4 million redstone on a profile dedicated to combat, so I'm not going to sell any of the money, so Hypixel, please don't ban me for profile boosting. Now guys, I'm going to be 100% honest, I totally planned on killing this boss myself. I didn't think this guy was going to come along and do, 200,000 damage a hit. I'm pretty confident I could have killed it myself. It would have taken like 100 hits, but it's pretty easy just to avoid it with Depth Strider, but either way, the boss is killed, which means I now have access to Enderman Slayer. And before we get into that, I'm going to touch on the Crimson Isle a tiny bit, because I want to start getting to unlocking reputation so that when I do get a Juju bow, I can start doing some Kudra and making some real money. Okay, so I would definitely ignore my last statement because I just went to the nether and I forgot kind of how much health these have, because obviously I have a Hyperion on my main profile, so I'm probably not going to touch the nether for a while. Okay guys, so Mayor Paul has just been elected. I know it says Diana, but this lobby hasn't updated, and he's got his 2 good perks, the plus 10 dungeon score and the chests are like 20% cheaper or whatever, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more dungeons now that I can do floor 6, and I'm going to try and unlock floor 7 and, I guess just level up my catacombs for a bit. Okay guys, so I just dropped a recombobulator out of an obsidian chest, which means it's about 3 mil profit because of Paul, and then after that I dropped a Legion Dark Orb, which is about another 1 million coins in profit. However, unfortunately, I can't claim it because I don't have enough money, so I'm going to go do a few Arachne kills and then come back and claim it and make a ton of money. Anyway guys, I just wanted to say if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll give away a free rank. I don't know why, 1,000 likes, but I just felt like giving away a free rank, so if If you guys hit it, I'll give it away to someone in the comments who comments their IGN and subscribes. But yeah, I just wanted to end this episode here because it's been a while. 4 days. I've been pretty busy, a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I do appreciate the support on the first video. Like 7,000 views was crazy. It's a lot more than my last series first video got, so I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. But yeah, videos will come out more frequently. I've just been really busy the last 4 days. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys kill Arachnes too if you're a new game player who needs a good money making method, because I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, see you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, where I can only use combat to unlock a Hyperion. Now, in the last video I ended it with some pretty good dungeon drops, however I didn't have enough money to buy them. Now, I did just grind up a little bit of money and I can now buy them. So Recombobulator is about 3 mil profit and the Legion book was about 500k profit, which puts me up at around about 4.5 mil profit. However, in this video I'm going to be making a lot more money because of an update that's about to be released, but we'll get into that in a second. Okay guys, so I've just liquidated my entire profile, and the plan here is to test whether it is worth it to go all out on summoning eye grinding. So I'm probably in a second going to jump on my main account, but right now I have about 60 mil, which I'm hoping is enough for at least a decent setup, so I'll see you on my main profile in a second. Hey guys, so I know this isn't my profile for Combat to Hyperion, but I just want to test on my main profile how good summoning eye grinding was to see whether I should, liquidate my entire profile and go full out on summoning eye grinding, because the summoning eye price was just 8 mil per because of an update that's been released on alpha. So I think I just did it for like 5 minutes and I got about 100 kills, which means that right now I'm making about 20 mil per hour, and that is only at the price of like 4.5 mil per summoning eye. So I'm gonna go buy a legendary Enderman pet and probably level up the Zealot bruiser. I don't even know what it's called. The thing in the dragon essence shop. I'm gonna level up that, and I'm gonna go grind some summoning eyes for a while and see how much money I make. Well, apparently in the time it took me to go to bed and wake up, the summoning eye price has dropped by about half. Now, I'm sure this is just because of update hype, and when the update comes out, the price is probably going to go like all the way back up to like 4 to 5 mil. However, it is Skyblock, so I have no idea when the update's going to come out, meaning I'm probably going to move on to something else. And for now, that something else is probably going to be unlocking Kudra, because that is presumably like the best money making method after grinding Arachnes. Now, the best weapon I can probably use for unlocking Kudra is this Yeti sword, because it's the best magic weapon I can obtain, and I'm going to use it with his Aurora armor, and I guess I'm just going to see how far I can get through Ellie's quest without something more difficult coming up. So I said at the end of my Pacifist Hyperion series I was going to give away like the 200 or so mil that I'd made, and it's been a week, so I'm going to announce the winner now. It is Shite. He won, so I'm going to try and party him in game and I'll find him somehow. But yeah, and if you want a chance to win, at 500 likes on this video, I'll give away a free rank. So comment your IGN, subscribe, and like the video. But anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so it seems like the only difficult thing is probably going to be killing the Ashfang, but for now I can just claim the faction, and I've joined Mage because obviously I have a Mage weapon, and Mage is just kind of the meta for Skyblock. So I'm going to go do the rest of the quest until we get up to the part where I have to kill Ashfang, and then I might have to buy a carry because I don't think I can do it myself. Guys, this is literally harder than Ashfang. I'm trying to get a volcanic stonefish, and I've got a silver blobfish, gusher, and a bronze slugfish before I've dropped this stonefish. I actually love fishing so much. I don't know if you guys know this, but fishing is my favorite activity of all time, actually. Okay guys, so I've been swapping lobbies for around about an hour now, and I finally found a lobby where people are doing Ashfang. And I saw a comment that basically said like, this should be called, carries to Hyperion, and well, I think that's valid. I think that if you can, like, without taking advantage of someone, but if someone is offering a free carry in Skyblock, I don't see why you wouldn't take that. If someone's offering something for free, you as a player, me as a player, you should just take advantage of that. Like, if I'm getting free dungeon carries, why would I turn that down, If I get a free carry because they're just doing Ashfang and I just happen to be here, like, it's a community game, and you just gotta take advantage of that, So I don't think this is unfair. I think this is something that everyone can do, and probably something that like everyone can learn from, that it's a lot easier to have someone else do something for you than do it yourself. So just keep that in mind. And look, I killed my own Ashfang right there, so I basically did it all myself. Okay guys, so when I got put into Kudra and I joined a party, for some reason I didn't think it was just going to send me straight into it, but I've now unlocked Kudra. I haven't finished the Ellie quest because you have to kill Kudra one time, but it was kind of cool because someone noticed me in this random party. So shout out to Nurelk, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this run. I guess maybe a few highlights or something, but I did survive not the whole time. Obviously I died. I mean, I've got bad armor, but I was able to like complete it in a trio, so it was obviously like possible. I don't have a key. I have a hotkey because I got it from a drop, but let's just hope I don't get a god roll, otherwise that's just a waste of money and I'm gonna miss out on like 250 mil. But yeah, so I'm gonna open this and I got a molten cloak, which would have been nice. It's for like a couple million coins. I can't remember how much. It's been a while since I've done Kudra, but unfortunately I can't claim it, so I guess I gotta get my 50k free essence. But yeah, it would have been nice. So hopefully I'm gonna grind up some more keys, and then from there I'm making actual money from Kudra. The only problem is obtaining the keys, because I can't, you know, fly around with the Hyperion, so I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, so what I definitely want to do though is work on my reputation pretty much every single day, at least what I can do, because obviously the higher level Kudra I'm doing, the more money I'm making, and right now I can definitely do the hot tier, which is the second tier, and I can probably unlock that in 1 to 2 days worth of just this stuff. So I'm gonna do these reputation tasks and then probably go on in hot tiers until I get a good drop that I can use this key on. Hey guys, so as I'm gaining reputation, I thought I'd just let you know that there's a couple of places that you can gain reputation every single day. If you just Google like Mage or Barbarian reputation Hypixel Skyblock, giving Pablo a flower or fighting Rolim every single day will give you 25 free reputation. So just Google it, and I'll just let you know that it's a good way to get reputation outside of just doing the daily quests. Okay guys, look at this. So it took me all of these fish right here to get 2 volcanic stonefish for my quest, and then I caught a third one back to back. I actually hate this game so much. Can we just look about how like bad RNG is in Skyblock for a second, please? Okay, so this is probably gonna wrap it up for the video. I know a lot of people want longer videos, but because I make like 3 videos a week, imagine this is like one big 20-minute weekly video, like just cut up into 3 parts. I think I have a lot of things on, so it is always hard to know when I can like take time to, you know, record or like play dungeons for 5 hours or whatever, just to make like a 20-second clip in the video. So I do put a lot of effort into these videos, so the time doesn't always reflect how much work I put into it, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope you appreciate it, and if you want to enter the giveaway, 500 likes and I give away a free rank, so subscribe and comment username, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, where I can only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, the first thing I want to do in this video is, I was originally planning to prepare for the Dragon Rush update, but in a forum post they said that there were a few like changes they needed to make, and it's probably going to come out next week. So my first plan is to unlock a booster cookie because mine ran out, and I also spent all my money, so I can't buy a new one. So I'm going to do Arachnes for a little bit until I can afford that, and then from there I'm probably going to look to finding some ways to get nether stars and working on like making money from Kudra. Okay guys, so the main reason why these videos take like 4 days to come out is because that was literally 2 hours, or probably more, an hour and a half of grinding Arachnes for 21 mil, and it took me like, yeah, an hour and a half, and this is probably going to be like a 30-second clip in the entire video. But yeah, so I hope you do appreciate it, and if you do, subscribe, because these videos take a long time to make. But I can now buy a booster cookie, and with the rest of the money, what I'm going to do is spend it on trying to increase my mana and ability damage, so I can one-tap these magma cubes here, because it'll make grinding up like keys and killing vanquishers a lot easier. Okay, so my first upgrade, and probably the upgrade, like the only upgrade I'll need, is this 8 million coin necrotic wither goggles, which is actually a pretty good price because it's a lot cheaper than it would be to craft it. But if we just chuck this on and go to the nether, we'll see how good it is. Okay, so we kind of have a slight problem, but we can one-tap them as long as we stand inside the magma cubes. However, this does lead to me like dying from them hitting me, but I mean, because I have a booster cookie, dying doesn't really matter, and I think for now this is fine. I have to get about 500 kills for every vanquisher, so we'll see how long that takes. Okay guys, so it did not take very long, maybe like 2 minutes. Like I literally ended the recording, killed like 10 magma cubes, and then spawned a vanquisher in. So I'm just going to type the coordinates in chat. Usually I would have a mod for this, but I don't record with my mods on, just because, I don't know, I don't like how it looks. But yeah, there we go. We got the vanquisher in here, which means I'm going to get 3 nether stars if someone else kills it. And from there, I should be able to buy 2 more normal keys, and we'll go test out how much money I can make from doing Kudra. Okay, so I now have the problem of, do I buy hot keys or do I buy normal keys? Because I don't think that people run hot Kudra that much. And also the difference isn't that significant at this level, so I'm probably going to buy 1 normal Kudra, so I have 1 of each, and then whichever one I use first, I'll just refill it. However, I do want to kill hot tier Kudra first, because it gives me access to a lot more attributes, which are actually pretty good. And then I've kind of got to the point where when someone says no way in my party, I kind of assume that they know it's me. This is the second Kudra run, by the way, and the second time I've been noticed. So shout out to Kazakh. I'm assuming that's how you say their name. But that's super cool. I do appreciate when you guys shout me out, so it's cool. Yeah, so I feel like there was something else I wanted to speak about here, but I've completely forgotten because someone noticed me, so I'll get back to that when I remember it. Yeah, no, I completely did not remember it. However, I did get a crimson leggings with Maniple 2, and if you guys want to know where you can get good like prices of attributes, then go to the Kudra Gang Discord. It'll be linked in the description. But if you run the command /AP, you can see the prices of any attributes you want. So that's how you kind of like get a good idea. But also, I've done like 200 Kudra runs, so I have a pretty good idea of the price of all the items. Yeah, so we've kind of put them all up for auction, and the lowest spin was 1.2 mil for Maniple 2 on any piece. Then the Trophy Hunter 1 was 250k min bid, and if we go to the Crimson Essence, that was around about 300,000 coins. So in total, that was like 1.8 mil from a run that took me like 4 minutes to do. So obviously it's very good, and that was like not good drops at all anyway. But yeah, obviously the problem is just obtaining more Nether Stars, but you know, we'll work on getting more of them in the future. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say before. I was just going to say 500 likes and I'll give away another rank. If you want 2 times the chance to win, then go to the previous video because it hasn't hit 500 likes yet, so there's still a chance that if you subscribe, like and comment down below there, you can win. But yeah, that's it. Let's get back to the clips. Okay guys, so I haven't got anything good. I did hit 11 completions, which means I now have access to like 600k worth of essence and a Kudra pet. But yeah, what I would say is good is probably anything worth more than like 2 to 3 million coins. So like when I dropped a, what do you call it, like a, what is it, Aurora Staff, that's like okay, but it's not that good. Pretty much the best thing I've got so far is the Kudra pet, because once I level it up, it gives me a higher chance of finding a Vanquisher, but that's about it. So I'm going to go back to running and hopefully use up this last hotkey before we go to killing more Vanquishers. Okay guys, so whether you're killing the magma cubes that I'm killing with 400 health or the ones over here, there is a 1 in 5, so a 20% chance that you can get these magma chunks. Now you can obviously sell them for 500 coins each, or craft them into searing stones. And if we buy the magma cream and the netherrack, the magma cream is the most expensive part, which costs about 200k, and then the netherrack is like, I don't know, like 20,000 coins for the 30 of it. And you can now sell it for searing stones. I don't have the recipe yet because it requires 10,000 magma cream, but if you craft it, each of the magma chunks go for 10,000 coins each, because you can put up a sell offer for searing stones for 750k. So if you guys want to make a little bit of extra money, then I would definitely recommend you do this because it is actually just free money. Okay guys, so I just got really lucky and now I'm going to turn it into a money making method. It's not really a money making method, but just something you can do if you want to, if you think it's valuable for your time. But basically, if you just get a magma urchin, it's a 2% drop from any of the mini bosses on the island, which means that if you like grinding keys or whatever and you know you're going to be here and you can't like kill the bosses yourself, then you might want to just go over and do 1 million damage to like all of them, and then wait for them to die, and then, you know, wait for them to respawn and do 1 mil again, because that means once you've killed 50 or someone else has killed 50 of the bosses, then there's a chance you get, you know, 6.8 mil, which is a decent amount of money. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. I did just get lucky and I just wanted to kind of turn into a money making idea, so just keep that in mind. Okay guys, so my final piece of advice is to join the Kudra Gang Discord server. Now, you don't have to verify this is, or like click any links or anything. This is for becoming like a carrier, but pretty much 24,000 members, and there's things like Vanquisher parties where pretty much if you spawn a Vanquisher, you get 3 Nether Stars no matter how much damage you do. But if you do 1 million damage to someone else's, then you get 1 star, and if you kill someone else's, you get 1 and a 50% chance to get 2. So you can join parties, and then you can like increase it to the point where you're getting, I think the max rate people have gotten is about 100 Nether Stars consistently per hour. You can also join parties and all this stuff, but the most like compelling part of it is the command section, where if you just scroll down to the bottom here, you can do /AP and you can find the lowest price of an attribute. So for example, mana pool. So now you know like how much your mana pool piece sells for. And you can also do /AP and put in like the attributes on your piece. So like mana pool, mana regen. You can spell it wrong, it has like an autocorrect, but yeah. Now if you get a drop, you can see how much it's worth, and it's a good way to learn the prices. So this will be in the description, and I would definitely recommend you use it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below, subscribe. You can check out my other series, which I kind of ended prematurely, but you can check that out. All I want is you guys to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to go for YouTube rank, but I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where I can only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now the first thing I wanted to show you in this episode is I have 2 mining mithril commissions, which is kind of cool since they, I think, added a new update that changes the way commissions work. And the second thing I wanted to say is the reason I'm here is because apparently in the crystal hollows there's a money making method that not a lot of people know about that makes up to 150 mil per hour. So once I unlock the crystal nucleus, we're going to be showing you guys that, and we're going to see how much money I can make. Okay guys, so I got this method from a YouTuber called Opaper, and since he exposed the method, it's gone down a tiny bit in profit, but pretty much it just includes like killing Baal, and then once Baal gets really low on HP, you leave the Baal area, he respawns, and then you can like re-kill him without having to wait for a 5-minute like cooldown. So pretty much you have to, the Baal has like 200 health, and it's a 1 out of like 7,000 chance you get a pet. So as long as I just go through here and grind this up for a bit, it should be getting me like 2 to 3 pets per hour, which is very good for money, but we'll see when we get there. So guys, apparently there's like a reason you're meant to watch the entire money making guide, because apparently I wasn't meant to get the Baal crystal, because now when I try and find Baal, it'll just send me to Adoa, and that's not who I want. So apparently I have to do an entire crystal nucleus run just to find like Baal again. So let's go through all the crystals. Okay guys, so welcome to a Modcraft slideshow presentation where we're going to be going over how much money you can be making from the Baal pet, or the Baal grinding. So pretty much we'll start off very simply. With a Terminator you're getting 6 arrows per second, with a Juju bow you're getting 2. Now that's because they have a 0.5 hit cooldown. Now with Terror Armor you're getting 6 arrows per second no matter what, and then if you have 100 attack speed you're doubling your arrows per second. So that means that in total you are having 16 arrows with a Juju bow and 24 with a Terminator. By the way, when I say Juju bow, I just mean any short bow, because you can, like right now I'm using the Dragon short bow because they all have the same cooldown and it's just based on hits. But pretty much with 24 arrows per second it takes 8.3 seconds to kill Baal, and with 16 it takes 12.5 seconds, and then without 100 attack speed it takes about 30 seconds to kill Baal. Now doing the math on the pet rates, this adds up to around about, so with a 1 out of 8,000 chance for 15 mil and a 1 out of 18,000 chance, yada yada, there's the math on the screen, you can pause it if you want, but it pretty much adds up to 600,000 coins per boss, or 3,000 coins per hit. Now the per hit value is not as important because there is a cooldown to factor in, so we'll get to that math in a second. Okay, so if in an idealistic world where there was no cooldown, if you were shooting with a Terminator, you would be making 240 mil per hour. But there is a cooldown, and I did the timing. A cooldown is around about 30 seconds per boss, and then if you add in the 8 seconds it takes to kill, and we just round up to like 40, then you're getting around about 90 bosses per hour at maximum efficiency. And then if each boss is making 600,000 coins, that adds up to like 54 million coins per hour, which is still pretty good, especially for if you're just using a Juju bow. It's probably closer to like 48 mil, because it doesn't change the cooldown of Baal spawning, it just adds an extra 4 seconds to kill him. Okay guys, so basically once you have hit him enough times where it comes up with the message saying he's retreating, or he has teleports to the middle, if you're not close enough to see the message, you want to immediately leave. And if you leave before he shrinks to the full like tiny size, then it should respawn him. However, if you have a not very intelligent Skyblock player in here who just stands there while also trying to steal your Baal, you're gonna need to swap lobbies because it won't respawn if there's a guy in there. This is kind of like the problem, is that this is that people don't understand how to like grind it efficiently and they kind of ruin it. But I mean, you know, they don't know any better. It's not their fault, but it kind of just sucks. So find a new lobby, otherwise you have to wait 5 minutes for the boss to spawn. Okay guys, so just for reference, this is what like decent efficiency looks like. Not me, obviously, the guy next to me. I don't know how well it will show up on the video, but he is literally shooting like, you know, like 24 bullets a second, or 24 arrows a second. So if you can see it, it's crazy how many like are hitting Baal, and the boss dies super quickly. Like with me and him hitting it, probably dies in like 15 or so seconds. You're meant to come over here, and he's been doing it before, but I think he's purposely trying to destroy the lobby or something. This happens a lot when people like find your lobby. They'll just like kill the boss and then leave. It's kind of annoying, but it is Skyblock, so what could you expect? Now, I want to say that I'm going to be giving away a rank in every single one of the videos in this series, so yeah, once the video hits 500 likes. Now, the previous video is only 50 likes away, so you want to get in there quickly, like the video and then comment, and I'm going to give it away. So yeah, any of the videos in this series hit 500 likes, I'm giving away a rank to someone in the comments, so subscribe and comment. If you're not subscribed, you won't win. But yeah. Okay guys, so I have like a quick question for you, right? Can you see a crystal here? Now, I'm just confused. I didn't kill Bal. I just got in this lobby. There was no crystal there, and I clicked it, and I got it. Which I'm pretty sure is a thing. I'm pretty sure it's like a known bug, but it's just annoying, because now I have to do another crystal nucleus run, and it's not great for profits. So guys, while I'm placing the crystals in here, I just wanted to say shout out to O-Paper. I'm not sure if I already said this. I may have deleted the clip by accident, but shout out to O-Paper for the idea. The video he posted about it does have 55,000 views, but yeah, he has a lot more tips and tricks, and he goes into more specifics than I can do in this video. But if we look here, it seems like we did not drop a Divan's alloy, which means I didn't make 800 mil. I'm gonna sell this just because I'm not profiting off it at all. I probably lost like 1,000,000 coins just on the robo reflector parts and all of that, so it's just covering the losses. And yeah, now I guess I gotta go back and hopefully drop a battle pet, because it is not looking good so far. Okay guys, so as I was saying, in the O-Paper video there are like a ton of tips and tricks, and one of them is to use an Abbey phone to get the contact of Jax, as it'll allow you to fill up your quiver when you're in the Bal area, because like I've had to leave maybe 3-4 times just in like the last hour, just because like my quiver has emptied out. Now this week I started uni, which is cool, but it also meant that I've only had like 2, 3, 4 hours to play Skyblock like this week, or in the last 4 days since my previous video, and I did still want to get out my 2 videos a week, so I tried to pack this video with content that took up less time but probably provided you guys with a little bit more value and how you can make money yourself. So I would definitely recommend you watch the O-Paper video if you want to see how to do this really well, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please subscribe, because I really want to hit 30,000 subscribers. That's it. I just want YouTube rank, and you guys can help me get there. That's the only way to do it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Watch the other episodes if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where we're going to only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, the first thing I want to do in this episode is unlock a Bal pet, and the only reason I want to do that is because in the last episode I spent like half an hour grinding for a pet and I didn't drop one, so if I don't drop one in like the next hour, then it's kind of just a waste of my time. So hopefully I'll drop one, and then after that we'll see how I want to go from there. So guys, unfortunately I haven't dropped a pet, but I just like was clicking on this guy's profile while I was waiting for the boss to spawn, and I realized you can actually get a lot of attack speed for really cheap. Now, right now my attack speed is probably pretty low. I don't have anything that increases it, so maybe there's a potion that does it, but otherwise I don't think I have any attack speed. So I'm going to check out how much the crochet plushie is and how you get the reforge, and we'll see if I want to make some upgrades. The first thing I have to do though is sell my Yeti sword, which I sold for 60 million coins, and then from there I can get the tiger plushie, which turned out to be basically free. It was only like 100,000 coins, and who cares about 100,000 coins? And then the Hyper Reforge was 4,000 coins from the bazaar plus 100,000 coins per piece. So it cost me about 500,000 coins in total, but I gained a total of 60,000 of 60 bonus attack speed, which increases my money by about 2/3. Look guys, I'm not gonna lie, nothing in the entire world brings me more pain than clicking that topaz crystal, because I just know now that I'm gonna grind like 15 minutes to do a whole crystal nucleus run just so I can use a wishing compass to find the Bal. However, good news is I was clicking on this guy's profile and there are a few upgrades I can make that might actually make me a ton more money. Okay, so the first upgrade I'm gonna be buying is a legendary Bal pet. Now this kind of sounds like, you know, the opposite of what I want to be doing. I want to be selling Bals for money, but I just got tired of dying to heat immunity, and that's pretty much it. So guys, someone named Omleti has showed me how to avoid iframes, and basically it just uses a weapon called the Soul's Rebound, and I'll show you how it works in a second. So the first thing you want to do is charge up 10 of the terror ability ticks. This can be done by, you know, just shooting whatever you want around. Then once the boss spawns in, once the boss spawns in, you shoot him with the Soul's Rebound, and then you can just spam him with arrows, and he'll be immune to damage, but obviously they don't take damage, and every single arrow that hits him will count. So as you can see there, that was like, what, 10 seconds max, and I don't even have the thing on my bow. I don't even have the ultimate enchant that shoots an extra arrow. How have I forgotten what it's called? I'm so sorry. I don't even have Duplex on my bow, which would probably be doubling the amount of damage I'm doing. Alright guys, so after like 100 bosses, I've finally dropped my first bow pet. I probably should have dropped like 3 pets already. I've been so unlucky, but like I don't care. Like I finally got my first drop. It's taken me like probably an hour and like 20 minutes. So that's still, even with like the most insanely bad like luck of all time, that is not a bad rate at all. Gamers, I have bad news. The admins have released like an update that has added this tab list, which is, you know, way better than the foraging update. However, it has decreased the price of Arachne fragments by about 4,000 coins, and the price of Arachne fangs by about 230,000 coins. So this means that you're probably only making a max of like 10 mil per hour from Arachnes, rather than the 15 million coins I was getting when I was grinding it before. So rest in peace Arachne grinding. However, this also means that bow grinding is now better than Arachnes, even if I only get 1 bow pet every hour and a half, which is 3 times more than the normal rates. Gamers, let's actually go. It's been like half an hour of grinding, and I have finally gotten another bow pet. So for those of you who are wondering, you don't have to pick up all the loot, because it will say in chat when you drop a bow pet. It'll say it, but you do have to pick it up. So it'll say there, like a bow pet has spawned, you pick it up and it'll say in chat that Modcraft has obtained a bow. Now I didn't realize this, and I was like running around every time I killed bow, trying to like collect the piles of loot, hoping I'd find mine. So hopefully you guys don't have to do that, and I love griefers so much. I can't wait to find a new lobby. So guys, the admins just released an update to the main hub that has released 2 free pet skins, one for the rabbit helmet, one for the chicken pet. Now, I can't just claim these normally because this is a combat profile. That's why I'm in the duels lobby, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to be finishing this duels quest, so I need 8 more kills, and then once I do that, I'll be able to buy them, and we'll see how much they go for. So guys, I'm going to do a little rundown play. So first of all, I claim all my chests. I wouldn't usually do this, but I'm playing Scout, and because I'm not on Lunar Client, I really don't like playing with an axe. Now I start potioning because I don't think he's going to push me, because like, you know, I'm level 280 and he's like level 150, but then I just smack him around. Like, don't push a level 280. Look at that title, by the way. Classic Duels Division 1. Like, this title doesn't even exist. It existed 8 years ago and I was Div 1, so I'm kind of the best duels player on Earth. So guys, it actually looks like the price of these pet skins are pretty high. When they give out free pet skins, it's like a tendency for them to be pretty low, like only a few 100,000 coins, but it seems like they're both over 1 million coins each, so that's like a free 2.5 mil right there. Alright guys, welcome to the introduction of the new best Skyblock Duos channel. Now forget about Hellcastle and Furry E-Boy, forget about Candy Pat and Vid. No, it is Modcraft and Duke, and we're here to announce that once this video and any video in the series hits 500 likes, someone who is in the comments and is subscribed, I can see if you're subscribed by the way, who's subscribed will win either a free rank upgrade or the Skyblock gems or the Skyblock coins equivalent, because some people wanted that instead. So yeah, if this video or any of the ones in the series hit 500 likes, we're going to be doing that. Now I know 2 of the videos are 10 likes away, so get on that really quickly and let's get back to the video. So guys, I'm currently now enchanting level 28, which means that I can unlock the Duplex enchant, and this is pretty good because, you know, now it shoots an extra arrow. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to test it out to see how much better it is at killing Baal. Now I don't expect it to be like crazy good because it only shoots 1 extra arrow, but we'll see if it's like a decent improvement and whether I'd recommend you guys should get it. Okay, so we're here at the boss, and if I start up by shooting him with my bow, the souls rebound so that all the arrows count, we spray. Okay, well, we might have to interrupt the test because I just dropped my 3rd Baal pet. That's a nice 15 million coins, I don't mind that. That means I've dropped around about 3 in about 2 hours now, which means, you know, a rate of like, what, 20 something million coins per hour, which is pretty good, like 22 mil per hour. Better than Arachne's, definitely. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you're a new Skyblock player who can afford the setup, I would definitely recommend you use it, but we're gonna go back to testing if render's worth it. So guys, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my cleanest run. However, something crazy happens. So basically, I'm shooting him, right, and you see the halfway message in chat, and then you're expecting the nearly there message. But I actually get, like, I kill him so fast that it skips the entire nearly there message. I don't think that, you know, the Duplex enchant is that overpowered. I'm assuming what happened was I probably just got, like, insanely lucky with ferocity, and it, like, double tapped him, like, 20 times, and then just, like, killed him. But either way, it looks like it's a pretty good enchant, and I would definitely recommend it, because it's only 5 million coins. that is literally a third of dropping a battle pet, so it's probably worth it if you guys really want to increase your rates. So guys, this is the end of the episode, and I just wanted to end it off with proof that I do actually give away the rank. So one of the videos, the first one so far to hit 500 likes, just hit it, and Miner 11CB just gained his rank. So I'm going to gift it to him here. Pretty cool. I do love watching the Bed Wars lobby go crazy. Now this will probably be my last episode before the Dragon Rush update comes out, because I had a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I made like a coding the foraging update video, which was a little bit of fun, and I plan on making like a coding the Dragon Rush update video if it doesn't come out in the next week, so stay tuned for that. But it's going to be a lot better than the foraging update video, obviously a lot funnier and a lot better and all of that stuff. I don't know, I'm just rambling. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time. See ya. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where we're going to use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to make another video until the Dragon Rush update came out, but Liverpool just lost the FA Cup, quarterfinals to Man United, and it was kind of depressing. So the only thing that can really like cheer me up right now is A, you guys subscribing, and B, me making a video for you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do in this episode is be selling my battle pets, because if we go onto the Skyblock auction house website, you will see that the price of battle pets has dropped from 15 million coins a week ago to 11.2 mil. So I hopefully want to sell my battle pets before the price drops even lower, and you know, basically this entire episode is just dedicated towards making money so that I can prepare for the Dragon Rush update. Now guys, one of the most important like combat weapons in the entire game is the Juju bow, and obviously considering the fact that I do 10,000 damage right now, I probably can't, you know, carry myself doing tier 4 bosses. So what I'm going to do is get myself up to a tier 2 Void Gloom kill, and then probably just get carries all the way there. I would definitely recommend this if you're a newer game player. I know it does probably cost around about 20 million coins to get carried all the way to Enderman Slayer 5. However, I would definitely recommend this because the Juju bow is one of the best early game weapons in the entire game. Like, it is actually super overpowered and does a ton of damage for a very cheap price, so I definitely recommend you get it, and that's probably what my next upgrade is going to be. Never mind guys, this is me trying to kill a tier 2 Void Gloom, by the way. I literally get 2 taps, so I definitely am not at the stage of the game where I should be unlocking a Juju bow. I think for now a Spirit Short bow is probably a good investment, and it's, you know, 40 million coins if you include the Slayer carries cheaper, and I can definitely spend that money on some things more important like magic power, which I'm about to get a lot of. Now guys, thanks to my hard-working employees over here, I have 200,000 redstone collection, which means that I've unlocked the greater accessory bag. Now this doesn't give me a ton of space. I mean, I'm still missing a lot of slots here, but it is an improvement because right now I have 93 magic power, which is not very good. So we're gonna fill up the accessory bag and see if we can make some more upgrades and maybe buy some more slots, and we'll see how good it is. Okay guys, so I was trying to like mine up redstone obviously, but the rates were so bad, it looked like it was going to take me like 2 hours just to grind up the 200,000 I need for the next collection. So if we come in here into my accessory bag and we refresh it, I have about 220 magical power, which I know it's not a lot, but I feel like it's progress in the right direction, which I feel like is the most important thing. I mean, before I had 93, now I have 218, which is more than double, so it is progress in the right direction. And if you are playing Skyblock and you're not sure if you're doing the right thing, as long as you're improving, that's all that matters. Okay guys, so I know this isn't the profile, but for 10 seconds, I just want to show you guys how badly I need the Dragon Rush update to come out. I currently have 2 billion coins worth of summoning eyes here, so I'd really appreciate if the admins could like release the update and the price of summoning eyes go like 5 mil each. So if you guys could do that for me, that'd be really cool. So guys, my battle pets have sold, which means my net worth is now, according to the net worth calculator, about 150 million coins. Now A, this means I'm about 1/6 of the way to a Hyperion, and B, it means I can like spend a little bit more money on the Dragon update. And I was just curious, like, do you guys think the Dragon update is actually going to come out this week? Because from the looks of it, like, it was pretty good on alpha. I'm not sure if, like, I'm not a developer obviously, except for my coding foraging update videos, which I'm a very good developer in. But yeah, I'm just not sure. Do you guys actually think it's going to come out like this week? Because it seemed pretty fine on alpha, so there must be some like internal problems or something. Anyway, me trying to solve the problems of the update aside, now I'm going to be doing a damage test. The Arson Shortbow does 3,000 damage clean, my Dragon Shortbow does 15,000 damage, and the Spirit Shortbow is doing 36,000 damage. I know this isn't like a ton of damage, but a lot of it comes from Soul Eater. However, I can't use Soul Eater because it requires enchanting 36, and I'm only enchanting 28, so in maybe, I don't know, 5 days I'll be able to put Soul Eater on it, and hopefully then it'll be doing a lot more damage, and I'll do another damage test then. Hey guys, everyone's favorite Skyblock duo, Duke and Modcraft here. Now, we just wanted to let you know that in every video in this series, once it hits 500 likes, we're going to be giving away a free rank to someone who comments their username in the comments down below. Now, you have to be subscribed, okay? We can see, Duke can tell if you're subscribed, it'll say next to your name for us, so if you're not subscribed, you won't win it. Now, the last video hit 500 likes in one day, so comment down below really quickly and subscribe, but at the end of the video, we'll be giving that rank away, so stick around if you want to see that. Hey guys, so the Fire Spiral rune is a drop from blazes and magma cubes, which is pretty convenient while you're, farming up Bal. Now, I had 17 tier 1 Fire Spiral runes, and I somehow managed, by the way, that's the guy who won the giveaway of a free rank, I'm just waiting for him to get online, but 17 I had, and I've somehow managed to combine it into 2. Like, I did not make a single tier 3 out of 17, and it's a 50% chance. So it should only take 8. I should have had 2.5, but yeah, if you guys do want to make a little bit of extra money while grinding Bal, they actually do sell, and they go for 2 million coins for a tier 3, so every time you get 8 of them, you can combine them together, and it's just a little bit of extra money. You should probably be getting like maybe 2 to 3 million coins an hour with this, on top of what you get from the Bal pets, so yeah, definitely recommend checking it out, and don't be as unlucky as me. Okay guys, so I'm currently doing Arachnes because I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to grind Bals before I upload the video, and there's always that chance that, you take 15 hours and you don't drop a single pet, and then you drop like 10 back to back. So I'm just going to be doing this because it's a little bit more consistent for money, and I'm doing the tier 2 Arachnes now. Previously the tier 1s were better for money, but because the Arachne fangs and Arachne fragments got added to the bazaar and they dropped in price like 30%, it's now better to do this, and it still makes like 11 million coins per hour, which is pretty good. Gamers, I've just grinded around about 2 hours of Arachnes, which has given me another 20 million coins, bringing up our net worth to around about 170 mil. We have the Spirit Shortbow here, which we made today. Obviously, I need to do a little bit more enchanting so that I can get Soul Eater on it. Hopefully, I can get Soul Eater before the update comes out, because it is a lot of damage. However, if it does come out in 2 days, or tomorrow for me, then it will probably not occur, which is kind of suck, but we'll deal with that when we get there. The admins still have to release the update, and we don't know the chances of that. The armor set we have now is just full Terror. I haven't started yet because I'm not sure how much bonus attack speed and stuff you get, bonus damage you get from that, so I'm not sure if it's really worth it. And then pet wise, we have nothing. I'm not sure what pet I want. I think an Enderman pet gives bonus damage to end mobs, so that might be a good shout. Otherwise, probably just get whatever does damage, like a griffin or a tiger or something like that. But yeah, if you want to win the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed and comment down below. That guy won it. He hasn't logged on yet. I sent him a Discord friend request. He'll be on soon, I'm sure, and he'll get the rank. If you are subscribed, I will literally find you no matter what, as long as you put your username down. Your Minecraft username is all I need, okay? I used to hunt exotics and made billions of coins from hunting exotics down, okay? I know how to find players. Anyway, that's about it. Subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where we're going to earn these combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now in this episode I'm going to be unlocking the Rift and showing you guys how you can make close to 30 million coins per hour using Rift money making methods. Now I need to complete the quest to really, unlock the money making method, so the first thing I need to do is talk to Sirius. He's going to ask me for a stability elixir, kind of a stupid quest. You just need it's a lot of fetch quests in the Rift, I can't lie. It's not the most entertaining gameplay, but once you finish it then you're making 30 million coins, so it's up to you whether you think it's worth it. So now that I've obtained the full Wielder set with a Wielder sword, it's time for me to start working on unlocking the time charm, or the first time charm. To do this entire method, you need to complete the Rift, so this is a 10-hour process I'm going to go through, and this is the first step of it. Now, the next thing I need to do is kill Leech Supreme for his fragments. However, right now, I do not even have close to enough time to kill him, so I'm gonna go unlock some more time and then come back and try and defeat the boss. So guys, my recording just corrupted, which kind of sucks, but I got this Not Dead Hog mask, which gave me an extra 15 seconds of time. I got the server is currently dying, hold up. I got the the dead cat thing, which gave me an extra minute, and then I got the Enigma souls, which gave me an extra minute as well, and that enabled me to kill the Leech Supreme, and then I was able to get the Supreme Time Charm. And now when I have enough time, I'll be able to access the next area. Now guys, one of the things I like about the Rift update, and I feel like you'll see this around the game a lot, where they have an obscure but kind of fun mechanic. Obviously in this cake house, and a lot of the mini quests actually that you have to do in the Rift Island, you can tell that like the Hypixel team is very creative, and that's why it kind of like hurts more when you see them releasing like bad updates, like the fan pet update, instead of like updates, you know, people want to see, because you know they can do it. It's just like somehow they've messed up and decided either they're too lazy to like make a decent update, or I don't know what's going on. Like it just confuses me how they can't like, you know, release the Dragon Rush update, but they can release like a new Maya update. Did you guys see that? They announced a new Maya update, but they haven't done any of the updates that they promised, so I just don't really understand what's going on. Anyway, critiquing the admins aside, I've unlocked this second time charm. This one's kind of annoying to do. It's very simple though. You literally have to just like walk around 5 steps and like do some farming, if you guys even remember it. But I finally unlocked the daily coin trading limit of 1 billion coins, so if someone wants to give me a Hyperion for free and end the series, they can now do it. Look guys, I'm gonna be honest, if I had to choose one thing that's like my least favorite in Skyblock, it's when they try and include like things that, like, you can obviously tell that the admin that created this was probably like a minigame developer for like party games or something, because if I was playing party games right now, I'd be having a blast. But like, I want to be playing Skyblock, I want to be hitting things with a Hyperion, you know, I don't want to be doing like mirror parkour, so I don't know, it feels like a waste of my time, and I don't know, you get through it, it's just like, you know, you have to be patient, and I'm a Skyblock player, so I have no patience. Alright guys, now it is time for, if you're a returning viewer, everyone's favorite part of the series, where I will announce that Duke and I are giving away a free rank in this video, and every video in the series, all you have to do is comment and like, and be subscribed. We can see if you're subscribed, as it says on screen. Now, we'll give away free rank, Skyblock coins, or Skyblock gems, whatever you want, we'll figure it out once you win. But you have to be subscribed and comment down below to win. Comment on all the videos if you want, and once it hits 500 likes, we'll give it away, but let's get back to the video. Like guys, let's be real, like what is this? You know there's 48 steps to this dance, and I haven't even completed it once on my main profile. Like when I first did the Rift on my main profile, it was on the very first day it came out, and there was a bug where you could just like mine the floor and get out of the Tiny Dancer puzzle, so I did that. This is so annoying, because watch this, like I'm fine, I'm doing everything properly right, and then when it gets to a point where like I just lag, or like it goes too fast, the server has a little bit of lag, and boom, I have to restart now. It's literally impossible. Look guys, I'm not gonna lie. I actually genuinely don't think my internet is good enough for me to be able to finish this. I think on Hypixel's end, it is actually like, I think it's wrong of them to like force players to do this, because I've literally been at it for an hour now. I cannot explain how many times I've failed, even though I just jumped. I literally... Anyway guys, it's all good. You guys didn't come here to like listen to me complain about the admins for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you guys the method, how much money it makes, and we'll go through that really quickly. So first of all, I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes. Alright guys, so the 15-minute timer has ended, and in that time we've gained 2 1/4 stacks of Shadow Croxes. Now, we also gained 10,000 motes, so that'll become important later. But for now, all you need to know is that for every 16 Shadow Croxes, we'll need 5,000 motes, which means we need 20,000, 40,000, 45,000, minus the 10,000 off the top, that makes it about 35,000. Alright, so that's about 35,000 motes we need. Now, if you didn't know, the best place to grind motes is here, where the Vampire Slayer is. This is just because the drops are worth a lot of money, you get a lot of motes for killing them, and you can also leech off people's bosses, but yeah, we'll see how long it takes me to get 35,000 motes. Alright guys, so if we include the 10,000 we started with, that just got me to 35,000 motes. Now, this means that I can come over here. I have to say, I did get pretty unlucky. I didn't get any drops. All it takes is like one fantastic cookie. Really, it's like a 50% chance from a tier 4 or tier 5 boss that you leech that you will get an RNG drop, so it's kind of unlucky I didn't get one. If you do get one, it's like 10 to 20,000 motes, so it basically halves the time it takes. So guys, we are now in the Dr. Emmett area, where you will go after you defeat the Tiny Dancer, which is apparently impossible for some reason. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I do know a major problem is I have bad internet, but if we come over here and we buy these reflection books and we just move this stuff around, okay, well, I may have just deleted one of them. Don't let them stack on top of each other, guys, or they will delete. I'm not sure if you know that. You can like delete recombobulators in dungeons sometimes if you know, shift click them onto each other, so just be careful, because you will lose like 1 million and like, or maybe 1.5 million coins. We'll go check how much they're worth, so take them over to Sirius and then move them to the main island. Now guys, so remembering that I got like below average luck. Realistically, this should have taken like 20 minutes to get all these, but it took me 25. Now obviously if you did it for longer, you would get a more averaged out like amount of time. So just instant selling, you're making around about, times that by 3, around about 20 million coins per hour, which is pretty good. Now if you're putting up sell offers, then times that by like 2.5. It's looking like 27 mil that I made in an hour. However, if you get normal luck, then you're making like 33, 34 million coins per hour. So it was actually better than I expected. Now, there's obviously going to be issues, like, you can't do the capacity that I was doing like for the whole time straight. It is going to eventually wear you out, just like killing moats and stuff. It's like mentally draining, but everything in Skyblock is. So if you just want to do it at like a few hours at a time, you're making 35 mil per hour, and yeah, it's pretty good. Alright guys, quick intermission. So we're giving away a rank because one of the videos in this series hit 500 likes. Now, if any of the videos in this series, as I said previously, hits 500 likes, I'm going to be giving away a free rank to someone in the comments. So subscribe, comment username down below. Now I can see if you're subscribed, it'll come up next to your name for me, as you can see on screen. This guy won it. There you go. Super simple. All you have to do is comment username and I will find you. So make sure you put that down, and let's get back to the last like minute of the video. Alright guys, so I hope you've commented down below and subscribed so you have a good chance to win a free rank. And if you don't want a free rank, I'll give away like Skyblock gems, whatever you want, whatever you want. It's for you guys. I'm not the one getting out of it, so obviously I'm happy to compromise. But what I wanted to say is, I think the point of this series is to kind of act like a guide for mid-game players who want to unlock a Hyperion, and basically I want to showcase like decent money making methods. Let's be real, if I wanted to, I could just spend like 20 hours grinding Bow at like 25 mil per hour. I could not make a video about it. The price of Bow pets would still be like 22 mil each, and I'd be making like 400 mil in a day, and I could get a Hyperion in like 2 days max. But obviously that's not the point. Like, I don't need a Hyperion either. I have 11 bill on my main profile, and that's like without a lot of game time. So this is like a guide for you guys. So if you guys want to see more guide type of videos where I show off good money making methods, then let me know. And if you guys want to see me grind out really hard, then also let me know, I guess. Maybe that's what everyone wants to see. Maybe I don't understand my audience, but anyway, I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where I only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, the first thing I want to do in this episode is unlock the garden, and I know this doesn't really make sense since it's a series where I can only use combat money making methods and the garden is predominantly farming. However, if we come over here and we unlock garden level 5, it'll give us access to pests. Now, usually, before the latest update by the admins, you could only get pests by farming, and they'd spawn like once every 15 minutes or whatever. However, a recent change has made it so that when you're AFK or not even on your island, there is a chance that every 15 minutes a pest will spawn, and this is a good way to make AFK money because there's just, you can get decent drops from the pests. It takes like maybe 1 to 2 minutes to like collect them up, and you can make like 1 million coins every 2 minutes, which is pretty good, especially early game, or especially as like just a passive kind of fun extra money making method. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go to bed. In the morning I'm gonna wake up and we're gonna see how much money I have. Alright guys, so this is a recording from me in the morning. Now, I had 8 pests, which I think is the maximum. Oh, I know it's the maximum. I think they spawn about 1 every 15 minutes, meaning that every 2 hours you can do this. Now, I didn't get anything good. I got 1 like beady eye drop. It was rare, but it was only worth like 1,000 coins. Everything else was pretty bad. There is a good chance you get like enchanted sugarcane, so really you should be making more money than this, but I made like 200,000 coins in 1 minute, which is still around about 12 mil per hour, and you could definitely get a lot more luckier than I am. Alright, so never, by the way, on my main profile, in 350 million overflow XP, have I ever seen a tier 7 enchant, and I just came on here, and I'm doing it, and I'm level 32, and I just dropped Titan Killer 7. I didn't get it, but I don't really care, because I think Titan Killer 7 is the least valuable one. So that means out of like 400 million XP, I've gotten 1 tier 7 enchant. I didn't actually get it. It was on a profile where I couldn't even make profit off it, because that's not a combat money making method. And additionally, yeah, it's like the least valuable. I don't know. I mean, I finally dropped one. That's cool. But yeah, every other one's worth like 70 mil. Even Cleave 6 is worth more than this. But we move. So guys, my 5 tier 1 redstone minions have been hard at work. Now, I have been thinking about something. Once these redstone minions are finished, I'm probably going to put down some combat minions, because that is combat related, and I can also then talk about like the best combat minions for making money. So that's a problem for the future now, because I'm pretty far away. Right now I'm at 590,000, which is pretty good. I can probably just mine up the last 10,000, and then hopefully I'll have more than 205 magic power. Guys, just so you know, I'm not cheating. Here's me voiding the redstone, so I'm not making any money off it. Alright, so I just mined up the redstone and I bought the magic power and stuff. So right now my problem is I just don't have enough slots, I actually don't know how people get so much magic power. Maybe obviously the more expensive talismans, like the legendary ones, give like 10 to 15 magic power each, and the ones I'm doing give like 5 because they're like uncommon and they cost like 10 coins. But yeah, so that was about 100. Okay, I spent 20 million coins, but 15 mil of it was on the Razor Shark Legendary Talisman, and everything else was pretty cheap. So 100 magic power, pretty good. I don't really know how much of a boost it's going to give me. I don't even know when I'm going to use damage, but hopefully the Dragon Rush update comes out and hopefully I can use it then. Alright guys, really quickly, you know what time it is. Now according to my analytics, 8,000 of you have watched more than one video and aren't subscribed, which is kind of crazy because it means you like enjoyed it enough to come back to another video. Also, as everyone knows, 500 likes on this video and I'll be giving away a free rank to someone in the comments. Now, any video in this series, so 2 ranks have already been given away. There are still 6 up for grabs, so after this video, go check out the other ones, comment down below. I can tell if you're subscribed, so make sure you're subscribed, and yeah, okay, let's get back to the video. So guys, there's a 0% chance you remember, but I originally sold my 4 Bal pets. I've dropped 6 now. I sold 4 of them for like 11.4 mil. I didn't realize, and someone told me that the price actually fluctuates a lot. So the price is usually like 16 to 14 mil, so I'm really happy, and I lost like 20 mil, so that's super cool. Alright guys, so if you only watch my videos, or this is your first time watching one of my videos, you probably don't know what's going on here. I have 24 Maddox bat phones in my inventory, but I'm going to be showing you how you can unlock the hex for like less than 10 million coins. You could usually do it for like less than a mil. However, I did make a video yesterday kind of exposing my main method, so that means that like the price of everything is pretty high. However, I should still be able to find some things for decently cheap. Anyway, this is the first thing. This guy's going to yap on for a bit, but I'm going to show you how you can turn this into 24 mil worth of value. So for those of you who don't know, if you put the Maddox Baffrons in here, they have a 1 mil value. This is because they got soulbound. A lot of items that got soulbound after they had a museum value had this problem where like they just got a super high museum value. And yeah, that's the first item. The second thing I'm going to be doing is the already soulbound ender armor. So I didn't lose anything here. You need it for the end quest anyway, so it's just a free 4 million coins. Now the next item you're going to need is a flaming sword. Now this is actually extremely cheap. It only cost me like 15,000 coins, and it does give only 2 mil museum value. However, it's literally free, so why not do it? Alright, so next up is one of the more expensive ones. You don't really need this, however, I'm just putting it out there. You have the Final Destination armor. It cost me about 3 mil, it's worth 13, so pretty good if you're just looking for some extra value and you have a decent amount of money to throw around. Now, next up we have what I made a video about yesterday. If you've seen it, then you know what I'm going to be doing. If you haven't, check this out, it's pretty cool. Now, you can find auto-recombobulated dungeon pieces. Usually they're going for around about 10 to 100,000 coins. However, because I made a video and everyone, all 8,000 people who watched it are trying to buy these pieces, they can't do it right now. I will find some cheap pieces, as you'll see in a second. I find some decently cheap swords and armor pieces that are like 50k per, so you can still find them if you're out in the look and you know like what they're all called. Just know it's going to be a little bit more difficult than when I made the video out of it. However, buying them for 1 million coins is still pretty good because they're all worth 9.3 mil, so that is only 10 million coins to unlock the, well, really it's only like 7.5 because you are going to be using Maddox bat phones, so either way it's pretty cheap. Now, as you can see in the chat here, I did manage to get this Dreadlord sword. I was spamming it so much that like I double bought it, but that's fine. It was the only one I could find. I was looking for like earth shards and stuff. I couldn't really see anything that was decently priced. However, I would definitely recommend you look around. I'm going to buy this 2 mil one just because it's not that expensive, and I do want to unlock the hex and not take like 15 years to make this video. But yeah, as you can see, you will find some for super cheap. Just be on the lookout. They put them up on the auction house like all the time, so you kind of have to be like actively looking for it, but if you see it, buy it. Now, the final thing I put in was an Aspect to the Void, just because it does give a little bit of additional value. It cost me 4 mil and it's worth 8.5, so that's pretty good. It's not as good as the other ones. However, when are you not going to need an Aspect to the Void? So I do a very stupid thing right now. I'm gonna go over there and I can't use the hex because I've taken it out of the museum, so it lost the value. But yeah, after I put the Aspect to the Void back in, I'll be able to access the hex, which I think is pretty cool. I think a lot of people in the game, it's just like quality of life, you can just access it. It makes it better for upgrading weapons. The 1 time per year you will ever craft a weapon, because if you have a Hyperion, you're never gonna make a new weapon again in the game, and progression in this is kind of stupid. But anyway, critiquing Skyblock and the fact that the Dragon Rush update is actually never coming out aside, I just wanted to say thank you guys for like watching the video the whole way through. It really does help with the algorithm and stuff, and I hope you did enjoy it. I can't promise any videos until the Dragon Rush update comes out, just because I don't have the motivation to grind 25 hours of foul, and it's also just not entertaining content, so you know what I mean. Hopefully it does come out, and I don't think the Glacier update is going to be something I can access on an account that is this bad, so I'll probably just make some main channel videos on it. Like, I hope you guys also enjoy main channel videos. Anyway, try and get that free rank. Let's try and get 10,000 subscribers. I'm less than 1,000 away, so that's pretty cool. Well, I'm more than 1,000, but let's just pretend I'm less than 1,000. Anyway, bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to start this video by saying that for every subscriber I gain, I'm going to be killing 1 Arachne. That means that if I gained, let's say I doubled my sub count and gained 10,000 subscribers, I would have to grind Arachnes for over 200 hours. Now, if you want to see me suffer and actually get some progress in this series, then make sure to subscribe on your mums, dogs, dads, cats, uncles, aunties, and your own YouTube accounts so that, you know, I have to grind up like hundreds of Arachnes. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series and use combat money making methods so unlock a Hyperion. Now, to start out this episode, Mayor Diana has been elected, so I'm just going to be testing out the, Mayor event and seeing how much money he can make. Now, obviously I have a, insane skill issue, so I can only be using a common griffin because otherwise I will get one-tapped by the 40 million health mobs. I also know that technically, using mods could increase your efficiency, and something like Soupy is very useful. However, I just want to be proving to people that you can just use Luna Client. You don't have to be risking getting ratted, especially for some of the newer players who watch my videos. It is kind of hard when you see these YouTubers like shoving mods down your face, and maybe you're not aware of the risks that exist in Hypixel, and then there's a good chance you get ratted, you lose your profile, and that kind of sucks. So I want to be proving that you don't have to make any risks to be playing Skyblock. It is completely possible, and yeah, just want to let you guys know that. So, very long ago, probably one of the first ever episodes of this series, I said that if I was ever recording a clip and like someone said hi, then I'd kind of give you like a little shout out in the video. So I was in a solo lobby and one guy joined the server and found me. It's great, guys. Okay, real talk, I really appreciate all the support I've been receiving on all the videos lately. All the subscribers, the views, the likes, the comments. It's actually been like insane, considering it took me like 2 years to gain 3,000 subscribers, and I gained 3,000 subscribers in the last month. I appreciate you guys so much, and yeah, shout out to Arch Pro for finding me. So if you guys see me, say hi. Ask me if I'm doing a Combat to Hyperion video, because there's a good chance you'll get a shout out. But yeah. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the lobby, and let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so it's been around about 15 minutes, and there's only one good drop that you can get from the common griffin, and that are griffin feathers. Now, they have like a, I don't know, 70% chance to drop from the griffin burrows, and a 10% chance to drop from the second and third griffin burrows. Now, in 15 minutes, I made around about 900,000 coins, which, maybe you're making like a maximum of 4 mil per hour with this method, which is not great, considering it probably requires a little bit more preparation than doing Arachnes would, and it's a limited time thing, and it just makes half as much money, if not a third of the money that you can get from grinding up Arachnes. So I wouldn't recommend doing this. However, I don't think there's a lot of players who are this bad at the game trying to do Diana, so you probably don't have to worry about that. Obviously Diana is intended for people with Hyperions grinding for Chimera books, not people with Aspect of the Ends grinding for Griffin Feather. Alright, so really quickly guys, I just want to let you know that for every video in this series that hits 500 likes, I'm going to be giving away a rank in that video's comment section to someone who's subscribed. Now, we'll show next to your name if you're subscribed, as I'm showing on screen right now, and also Juju is going to get very upset if you comment and don't subscribe, because I've had it where I've like rolled for a free rank, and then, the person hasn't been subscribed, so I didn't give it to them. Now, it's pretty easy to subscribe anyway, just do that, comment down below, go check out the other videos and make sure they don't have 500 likes and like that, and let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so a little bit off topic here, but I don't understand how Hypixel Skyblock can have 50,000 players. However, there can only be like 3 floor 5 parties available, and like every single one of them is a carry, and only 1 floor 6 party available. Is the internet dead? Now, for those of you who don't know, the dead internet theory is basically the theory that eventually we'll get to the point where there are so many AI things making videos, so many bot comments, so many like interactions where the AI gets so advanced that there'll be like robots commenting and replying to other robots, and then like AI making content that robots respond to advertise their new AI generated videos, to the point where no people on the internet are real, and it's just bots like liking and commenting on their own like content. So yeah, obviously you know it's not real because you're interacting on the internet right now, but potentially it could happen in the future. So yeah, not a conspiracy theory really, but just like an idea of what could happen. Anyway, crazy conspiracy theories aside, Atrox has been elected, which means I should probably get to doing some slayers, considering the fact that my slayer levels are like terrible. Now, one of the most profitable slayers is probably Sven, so that's what I'm most likely going to do. Alright guys, so I was going to go through to the Howling Cave, right, to do the Sven boss, because that's where you find the wolves. However, it turns out I don't have foraging level 2. So I'm going to go mine up some flowers really quickly, and then hopefully get foraging level 2. I say hopefully like it's not the easiest thing in the game, but I'll see you guys in a second. So right now I'm in the Howling Cave, and the main problem is that everyone else knows that it's Atrox, and everyone else also wants to be doing the, you know, slayer that makes the most money. So there's about 800,000 people in here, and it's like lagging the server like crazy. And I also need, you know, 40 like of the high level kills or 80 of the normal wolf kills, which is an insane amount considering how many people are here and how little wolves spawn. Okay, so I may have forgotten that wolves spawn outside of the Howling Cave and in private lobbies, so I would definitely recommend you do this if you're going to be grinding up Svens, because it's just way easier. Now, if you can't access a private lobby because you don't have a rank, don't worry, because I'm going to be giving away a rank to someone in the comments of this video when the video hits 500 likes. The only requirement is that you're subscribed. Now, this works for every video in this series once they hit 500 likes, so make sure to check out the other ones, because I've already given away 3 ranks and there's still 8 to be won, so make sure to subscribe. Comment down below if you're not subscribed, you can't win it, but best of luck. Alright, so I also decided I should probably get tier 4 completions for all of them, because just having a tier 4 completion is pretty good. It helps leveling up the slayers, but you also get that bonus like combat wisdom for the entire thing, and considering this is a combat profile, bonus combat wisdom is pretty good, because leveling up my combat skill is one of the best things I can do for damage. Now, I did accidentally start recording halfway through the boss, but pretty easy to kill. Now, I would definitely say that doing Arachnes, if you don't have a Hyperion and you can't be grinding like, what do you call them, nether stars at the same time in the nether, then doing Arachnes, the tier 2 version especially, is the best way to get spider XP. You get like 200 per Arachne kill. They only take 2 taps to kill them, and you only need like 5 or so kills to spawn a tier 4 boss in. That's why you see people with Hyperions, and like there was a level 300 in that lobby just grinding them out, because it is the best way to get spider XP. So that's a, you know, little tip for you. Alright, so I just collected my minions and upgraded my accessory bag, so I now have, you know, 6 extra slots. If I put in that in there, then I currently have 303 magic power, so I'm gonna go buy a few more talismans, see how much more I get. Okay, so I'm back. I think the problem is I need to buy more expensive talisman, because 6 slots only gave me like 27. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but it didn't feel like a lot compared to like when I usually do it, but I guess that's a problem for later. Alright, so I did a little bit of spiders, and this is the soul string I got, so we're just going to sell up the stuff. This is, yeah, I don't know, about probably 20 to 30 minutes of it, because I was just grinding up the boss, and it's not really worth to leave a lobby when you're making a decent amount of money, so I was just kind of chilling and doing this. We're just going to check it out. It was a fine amount of money. I just wanted to also say that, remember, for every subscriber I gain, I'm going to be doing 1 Arachne, so 1,000 subscribers would be 20 hours, 10,000 would be 200 hours, so if you want to see me suffer, then subscribe. And you also have the chance to win the ranks, so that's pretty cool, but I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where I only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, before we get into the episode, I just want to say that for every subscriber I gain from this video, I'll be doing 1 Arachne. Now that means if I get like 1,000 subscribers, I have to spend 20 hours grinding Arachnes. In the last video, we gained 80 subscribers, so I now have to go grind 80 Arachnes. However, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can double your profits from Arachnes and be making almost 30 million coins per hour, so let's get into that. Now, if you want to be making the most profit from this, you want to be doing tier 2 Arachnes, which are the level 500 ones that are spawned from placing an Arachne crystal, not the level 300s that are spawned from placing the 4 Arachne fragments. Now, what you want to do, the reason for this is because the tier 2 will drop a lot more soul string than the tier 1 will, and that is the main drop that you're going to be profiting from. Now, what I want you to do is come over to the bazaar, and as you can see, I've grinded up a bunch of soul string, and what I want you to do is search for ghast tears. I want you to come in here, and I want you to buy 3 stacks of enchanted ghast tears, which will cost you around about just a little bit over 100,000 coins. Now, for reference, the average cost of 3 stacks of soul string to the NPC is about 1,000,000 coins. Now, if you come in here and you also buy the Dark Queen Soul, which is a drop from the tier 2 Arachne, so there is a chance you'll get a couple of them. As you can see, I got 18, but if you don't have enough, you can just buy them from the auction house. And then you want to craft a Soul's Rebound. This will cost 3 stacks, which is 1,000,000 from the soul string, 100,000 from the ghast tears, and 200,000 from the Dark Queen Soul, averaging 1.3 mil to craft it. You then want to come over to the auction house and you want to check the lowest spin, which is right now 2,000,000 coins for a Soul's Rebound, meaning that you are making an additional 700,000 coins off the the soul string that you grinded up, meaning instead of selling it for 1,000,000 coins, you're selling it for basically 1.7, almost doubling your profit. However, I am going to show you how you can make a little bit extra money to actually double all your profits. Alright guys, so I did mention this a little bit earlier, but if you come in here and you drop all these items from doing Arachnes, now you want to store them. I know it will be tempting to sell them to the NPC for like, whatever, what do you sell? Like the Arax go for about 5,000 coins and the other ones go for 2,000. However, if you save them up and once you're finished, you come over to Malik in the dungeon area, you will see that all of the, you can like grind them up for spider essence. Now every single piece will go for around about 5,000 essence, which is pretty good compared to the 2,000 coins that you'll be getting from the NPC, because spider essence is about 1.3 to 1.4 thousand coins per, meaning you're gaining around about 8,000 coins. However, I don't want you to sell it to the bazaar because there's an even better way to spend the spider essence. Coming over to the Arachnes area, if you talk to the spider tamer, sorry, for 5,000 spider essence, you can buy that. And if you go on the bazaar, the price of 5,000 spider essence is around about 7,000,000 coins. But if you go into the auction house and you check what the price of the Arachne Century Warp Stroll is, you will see that it's around about 9.5 million coins, meaning you're gaining like an additional 20 to 30% money off the essence. Now obviously making this video means that the price is probably going to go down, so you might want to still sell it to the bazaar, but it is still a good place to check. Alright guys, so really quickly I have to give a shout out to Marley Rutter 113 because he was the person who suggested this money making method. Now if you guys have any money making method suggestions, video suggestions, museum value suggestions, anything, you can message me on Discord, my username's Modcraft, message me on Hypixel, my username's Modcraft, or in the comments because I read pretty much every single comment. So either way, if you have a video idea, let me know, because if it is a good idea like the museum value ones or this one, then I'll make a video about it. Alright guys, everyone's favorite Skyblock duo, Duke and Modcraft here, and you should probably know already, we're here to say that for every video in this series that hits 500 likes, we're going to be giving away a free rank to someone in the comments who is subscribed. Now we can see if you're subscribed, as you'll see on screen, it shows up next to your name for us. However, one of the videos did just hit 500 likes in this series, so at the end of the episode we're going to be giving that rank away. Now remember, Duke says if you're not subscribed, you can't get a free rank, so if you get picked and you're not subscribed, that just kind of sucks for you. Alright guys, so we just finished the 80 Arachne kills and here's the loot I got, so I'm just going to sell the spare soul string. But if we come over to the auction house, first of all, claim this, and we have one more Soul's Rebound to be sold, but looking at the coins, that is 21 million, probably almost 21.5 million coins. Then if we go into the bazaar and we look at spider essence, that is a roundabout, if we set up a sell offer, obviously it would be about 30% better, but it's around 4 million coins, because you can obviously, if you had 5,000, buy the travel scroll. So that's around about 26 million coins. We also have the Queen Souls, which are worth around 20,000 coins each, so that's probably an additional 600,000, plus the Tarantula Pets are probably like 500,000, so in total that puts us to around about 28 million coins in that hour of grinding. Then if you come over here, as you can see, that's the 80 kills I got, and I'm currently 6 away from leveling up the Bestiary, which is pretty cool. It has been 3 days since I last went into floor 5 to try and do a dungeon run, and it is still only carry parties. I actually do not understand how this works. Now, realistically, this money-making method can pretty much be done using like a spider sword. There is really no requirement other than placing top 5 in an Arachne, and you can die, realistically. Like, there's actually no requirements. If you have a booster cookie, obviously you can get scavenger, which gives you slightly more money. However, that's not where the majority of the money is coming from. Now, I'd recommend you use a cow head so you don't die, and probably werewolf armor because it gives you additional ferocity, and pretty much the only way to increase your damage, since there is a cap of 10,000, is to use ferocity or attack speed. You could use the Shadow Fury because it'll allow you to teleport to 5 of the mobs and hit them if you struggle with hitting them, but if you don't, then you also get bonus attack speed from a Livid Dagger, so I could recommend that. Keep in mind that Magic Find does not work on Arachnes, and neither does magic damage, so you will have to manually hit them, but I mean, it's not that hard. They have 20,000 health, you can do this. Now, another tip I have for newer players, or I guess anyone in the game really, is that they give a lot of XP, the Arachne Broods, which means that you can set up a tier 4 boss, even if you're not able to kill it yourself. There is a good chance that someone nearby will be able to kill it. Obviously in this case, the guy died, but usually there'll be a guy with like a giant sword or a Hyperion who's pretty easily capable of 2-tapping the boss, and they can just kill it for you, so you don't even have to kill it yourself. However, I mean, I had to kill it myself there, but usually someone will kill it. From my experience, I gained probably 10 to 20 kills easily from my 80 Arachne kills, and that wasn't even grinding it. And because it just is Atrox right now, you do profit off it. However, I don't think it's completely profit if you don't have 3-perk Atrox. Alright guys, so I said that someone won the rank because one of the videos hit 500 likes, and here is me giving it away just as proof so you guys know. So remember, every subscriber means I have to do 1 Arachne, and you also have a chance to win a rank if you comment your username on any video in the series. So yeah, obviously I just do the little thing where like I just bait everyone by saying he wants a free rank, and then I gift it to him. So yeah, you want a chance to win the rank? Comment down below, subscribe, here you go. It is really cool watching everyone just like spam your username and, you know, like ask you for a free rank. But yeah, see you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where I can only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, in the last episode, I said that for every subscriber I gained on that video, I would do 1 Arachne, meaning that if, for example, I gained 1,000 subscribers, I would have to do 200 hours of Arachnes. So pretty much in this episode, we're going to be getting to that later. The same deal for this episode though. For every subscriber I gain, I'm going to do 1 Arachne. So in the last video we gained 88, I'm going to be doing that this episode, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Now usually in these videos what I'd like to do is go over some like guides for you guys in terms of money making methods and other tips and tricks for the game, which is what I'm going to do in this episode. However, it is going to be more focused on upgrading your armor set after we get through a little bit of initial work at the start of the video. Alright guys, so already on my island there's plenty of upgrades I can make. I mean, first of all, I only have 5 minion slots down, which is a massive problem that I'll work on later. However, for now, the minions have just unlocked my colossal accessory bag, which allows me 6 additional slots. So avoiding these items because they're not combat related, so I can't use it for money. If we go in here, so as you can see, 6 slots. Obviously this would be way faster with more minions, but anyway, coming in here, we have 330 magical power, so let's see how much money it takes and how much additional magic power we can get from these 6 slots. Now, there we go. We spent around about 7.5 million coins, and if we come over here, the current magic power is 27 higher than previously. Now, obviously we could have bought more expensive talismans. However, you know, early game, you don't need to buy the more expensive ones because eventually you will have to buy the cheaper ones. So for now, I think it's a pretty good purchase, and we're still gaining a good amount of additional strength and crit damage. Okay, so the next tip is one that I'm sure we're all aware of. However, sometimes we probably need a reminder of how effective it can be. Now, in the last episode, I found out that I was actually foraging level 0 up until episode 11. And if we look in here, getting foraging 10 in itself gives you an additional 10 strength, and then every level past level 15 gives you 2 strength on top of that. So level 25 gives you about 35 strength. Now, just getting to level 10 is the equivalent of putting fuming hot potato books on your armor, so it is definitely something that you should do. Look, I hate foraging as much as the next guy, but I have to admit that literally took like less than 2 minutes to do. Just buy yourself a tree capitator, buy yourself a god pot, and you will gain the equivalent strength of putting 6 million coins worth of fuming hot potato books on every single weapon for free. And you gain like coins, and you also gain skill XP and Skyblock XP, so I know there's people definitely sitting here with like foraging level 2, so please just do a little bit. Do it for 1 hour, you could probably get foraging like 20. Alright, so we're on to the next part, which is the more significant part in, I guess, the progression of combat in the game. And this is the part where you're spending your money on armor. Now, obviously, if you're just grinding up bows or even possibly Arachnes, then all you really need is like Hyper, Terra, and Werewolf armor, because there is either a damage cap or there is no damage applied. So there would really be no reason other than recombobulating the armor. Now, if you're doing something like dungeons, then any armor that's ample enough for you to complete the dungeon run at a good amount of time, like the Shadow Assassin armor I have, is good enough. And then obviously you have the Crimson armor here, which is pretty good. I can't use Necrons yet, so it's pretty decent. However, I am going to be upgrading the Crimson armor right now, just a little bit. I'm going to show you guys some cheap upgrades that you can make to increase your damage pretty significantly, so let's get onto that. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you pretty much what like the best armor in terms of crimson is to buy. So what you want to come over here is, what you want to do is come over here, and if you look in here, you'll see that if you search for example a crimson chestplate, there's like a variety of attributes that, I mean, some of them are good and some of them aren't really that good. Like, I don't know why you would want 1.5, you know, extra strength, extra defense against undead mobs. However, if you look through here, what you want to do is obviously look for one that increases your damage, and that is something like dominance that increases it by 1.5% per level when at full health. Now, obviously, not at all times you're going to be at full health, but the other alternative is when you're less than 20% of your health. So I feel like this is the one that you're probably more likely to be at. Now, what you want to do is, as you can see, there's an X next to it for me. That means that I haven't unlocked it, and the way to unlock dominance is by doing a tier 3 Kudra, which unfortunately I don't meet the requirements for. I'm still going to buy the armor set because, I mean, I'm only like 1,000 reputation away, so it shouldn't be that difficult, and I'll make the armor set just for the point of the video. Okay, so right now we have the armor set here, the crimson armor, and it has dominance here in every piece. It probably only cost me around about 4 million coins a max. I don't think many of the pieces were even over 1 million coins in that case, but the leggings were kind of expensive because sometimes, you know, the attributes just aren't there. But there's still a lot of upgrades I'm going to be making to the set, so stick around because they're about to get a lot stronger for a lot cheaper. Alright guys, so really quickly, everyone's favorite Skyblock duo, Duke and Modcraft here, and we're here to announce that not only do I have to do one Arachne for every subscriber I gain from this video, but I'm also going to be giving away a free rank to someone in the comments when any video in this series hits 500 likes. We've already given away about 5 ranks, and there's still around about 8 to be claimed, so go check out the other videos as well after this one, but make sure to comment your IGN and be subscribed, because if you win and you're not subscribed, it's kind of going to suck because you're going to miss out on a free rank. Alright guys, incredible news towards the update. Someone on my Discord has just messaged me with a screenshot. I'm gonna hopefully put it on screen right now, and it basically says it's timed here, saying that the Dragon Rush update has not been cancelled, which is the greatest news of all time because I was kind of low on money. I invested like 4 bill into the update, and I also invested 100 million coins into Luna skins. Now the Luna skins have only gone up 500 million coins, so I would have been really poor if my 4 billion coin investment didn't also go up 300%. Okay, so I'm going to go buy 1,000 Crimson Essence, and we're going to see how many stars I can put on my armor. Now, it will eventually cost a few coins, however, I will add that to the grand total, and it'll probably add up to about 1.5 million coins, but let's see the stat boost that we can get. Okay, so right now we're looking at the Crimson Armor, and each piece has gotten 6 stars. It costs about 1.5 mil, which is only like 300,000 coins per piece for a 12% stat boost. I have another piece of Crimson Armor here, so as you can see, okay, so basically what happened is Skyblock is right now in maintenance. I'm going to be using clips that I've already recorded to finish off this video. However, this unfortunately means that for now I won't be able to do Arachnes. I'm going to add the Arachnes from the last video, 88, and the Arachnes from this video, and in a week I'm going to do them all together in one big run because unfortunately Skyblock just went down for maintenance, and I probably won't be making any videos on this profile unless it's combat related. However, even though Skyblock has just gone down, I want you to stick with me because the information I'm going to provide you with is no less valuable now that I'm doing it on the Skyblock API website. So pretty much, all my pieces right now had Dominance 3, which grants a 4.5% additional damage, except for the Ghast Cloaks because I couldn't find any well-priced ones. So what I have is obviously Crimson Armor, Magma Necklace, Glowstone Gauntlet, Ghast Cloak, and Blaze Belt. These were the cheapest ones that I could find with dominance on them, and I want to show you guys in a second how you can find really cheap pieces that have dominance on them. So pretty much, right now it is giving an additional 9, 18, 27... It's giving about an additional 34% damage, which is additive, which means it's like 1.3 times damage. Which is still good, considering this set probably only costs around about 6 million coins more than normal Crimson. I think an additional 30% damage is definitely worth it here. If you checked how much this would be worth imagine every single thing, like your weapon and everything is increased by 30%, which is really good. And we're going to even increase this higher by using a Discord bot, which will show us the cheapest pieces of dominance to buy. Okay, so we're on the Kudra Gang Discord right now. I will have that linked in the description. So what I want you to run is /AP, which is attribute price, and then I want you to put a singular attribute in. For us, it is going to be dominance. If you press enter, then it will show you the auction house prices of every single level of dominance on every piece for the lowest price. Now, when you're leveling up, say for example, my Crimson Helmet, you can use a hollow helmet with the same level of dominance to increase the level on your Crimson Helmet, if that makes sense. So, you know, you can combine a hollow helmet and a Crimson Helmet together, and it will increase it, like in the same way enchantments work. If you get a Dominance 3 hollow helmet and a Dominance 3 Crimson Helmet, it will make a Dominance 4 crimson helmet, as long as you put the crimson helmet on the left side. So yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure you don't accidentally make a dominance for hollow helmet, because that'd be really inconvenient. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, so I have to do Arachnes and so you have a chance to enter the rank giveaway. And hopefully there will be an update coming out soon that I can make videos on. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat Hyperion. As usual, and use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now in this episode I'm going to be going over what minions are the best for money, and spoiler alert, it's technically not a slime minion, but all the top 3 money making method minions are combat related, so we'll get to that in a second. Alright, so obviously right now I have redstone minions still set up on my island. Now I know they're technically not combat related, but I'm not selling the drops for money. I've shown you guys I've avoided all the drops in the recent videos. But yeah, I'm trying to get the maxed out accessory bag, so it's kind of combat related. But yeah, I'll probably get there in about a week, and then I can use actual minions. But conveniently for me, there is a way more accurate way to check it, and that's on the Skyblock fandom. So I'm going to show you how the minion calculator works. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave a link to this in the description, which is conveniently right next to the subscribe button. I'm just saying, we're like 800 away from 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. That's a third of the way to YouTube rank, so I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. It is free, but yeah. Now it says that the crop soil calculations don't work. I don't think that's correct, because I have tested and it does increase the money, and it does look pretty accurate. So we're going to go in here, and we're just going to max out everything, right? We're going to just enable every single setting to see what the best minion would be. You know, we're going to put fuel on hyper catalysts, but yeah. Now it's going to show you what the best minion is, and I did say that technically it's not, you know, slime minions. So if we come over here, tarantula minions do make 1.6 million coins per day. However, you'll see why that's not really viable in a second. So yeah. Now if you come down here, you'll see that slime minions aren't that bad compared to, you know, like pig minions which are up here. So keep in mind that slime minions are still very good, and the pig minions, they're only super profitable when you have like hyper catalysts and all these maxed upgrades, and I don't think it's really reasonable to be using like tier 12 pig minions. So I'd probably still stick with slimes because those prices fluctuate a lot more. But if you come over here onto the tarantula wiki page, and we scroll down to a tier 11, it costs around about 200 million coins for you to craft it. So unless you have like, you know, what, 4 billion coins, and you plan on quitting the game because it's going to take about 300 days to pay everything off, I would just say use slime minions, unless you want to be using minions that like fluctuate every day, and then you'd have to change your minions, which is a lot more effort. Do you guys remember when like I was scared that I wasn't gonna get Soli? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not sure how like strongly you guys follow along with the series, but I pretty much said like, I don't think I'm gonna unlock Soul Eater before the Dragon update comes out. Now I'm still currently level 33 in enchanting, because look, I'll admit I haven't been keeping up with my daily experiments, my bad. But I don't think the Dragon Rush update is coming out, guys. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but I think they just gave up on it, which is really good, because I only invested 4 billion coins in summoning eyes, guys. I only sold my Terminator, a bunch of skins, my Ender Dragon, and 1 billion coins worth of purse. So yeah, I love the Hypixel admins. But anyway, the bingo for this month has come out because it is April 1st today. Now, if you come in here, there are a few ones that rely on like solely combat, you know, like killing a trapper animal, crafting a small backpack potentially, because that is killing cows, obviously, you know, bestiary 3. Now, I can only probably get like a few, what do you call it, like a few bingo points, but that's fine because we can still unlock a book of stats. And you know, that's probably about it. But if we come over to the bazaar, the book of stats, it's around about like 1.5 mil, which is a pretty decent price to be honest. So I'm gonna go do some bingo tasks and, you know, just get some money from that. Alright guys, so we're halfway through the episode, and Duke and I, the best Skyblock duo as YouTubers, would like to let you know that for every video in this series, or like I think it's up to episode 9 now, which is kind of crazy, we're going to be giving away a rank once the video hits 500 likes to someone in the comments. We've given away 3 already, and there's still like 6 to go, so go check out the other episodes as well. Now if you win the giveaway and you're not subscribed, it'll show up next to your name for me. If you're not subscribed, then you won't win it, so that kind of sucks, so just subscribe and then good luck. So what one of my favorite things about bingo is that it just like allows you to profile boost. You know, you get your 5 minion slots, and if you come in here, because it is like an Iron Man profile, you can't really be getting anything higher than like a tier 3 minion, but you technically can set it to sell to NPC, but you can also just transfer the items over, so you can transfer them over and then sell them to the bazaar. So we come in here, we change this to bazaar for a second. The best tier 1 minions look like cow minions, so I'm just going to use these. What is that, like 200,000 coins per day, 5 minions, that's about 10 million coins over the week, which I think is pretty good. Okay, I have 2 minions set up right now. Now, it would be a waste of time and technically not like really good profit if I was to kill like enough cows to generate 5 minions. So I'm gonna let these sit here for an hour and then go do some more bingo tasks, and I'll come back and then craft the rest of them. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is do the Trevor Hunter Trapper thingy-majiggy. Pretty easy, I'll just do this, it's pretty simple. So here we go, I killed it. Now obviously this gives me the kill a trapper animal, but it also gives me the progress for the community task, which usually give a lot more, especially since I can't get any bingos, so it is going to be pretty good. By the way, if you guys are doing bingo, I definitely recommend checking out the Bingo Brewers Discord server. It will be in the description underneath the minion calculator, also underneath the subscribe button, but you guys should already be subscribed by now, so that doesn't really matter to you. But yeah, they do like 2 gold splashes per hour for the entire bingo event, so I would definitely recommend that because it is super useful for doing bingo. Okay, so because I haven't been playing on the profile, I wasn't able to get the bits to buy a booster cookie back, so I have like 9,000 bits there, which is equivalent to like 10 million coins. So I just grinded up another Bal Pet, and now I can, buy another booster cookie. However, I have to make sure that I get at least, 9 million coins back from this. So what I'm gonna do is grind up bits. In like a more efficient way that also makes money. Now, the most efficient way to technically get bits is from doing the Headless Horseman in like a max party, because you can get like 100,000 bits per hour. However, the second best way, or maybe not the second best way, but a good way to also make money at the same time is to do Arachnes. So I would like to redact my previous statement. I thought you got way more than 20 bits from doing an Arachne, which means that if we check how many bits I have in total, oh my god, dude, the Arachne lobby is like the laggiest place on the entire network. But if we can, okay, so I'm gonna have to do like 1,000 Arachnes, which is very good for money, but not extremely good for my sanity. However, I'm probably gonna keep up to it because this is a pretty good lobby and we're getting a decent amount of money. Alright guys, so if we just sell these spider essence here, we made around about 5 mil from doing those Arachnes just then, but we also got like 4,000 bits, which is pretty good, halfway to, like a new booster cookie. We also got the 14 mil from the one Bal Pet that I dropped this episode, so around about 20 mil worth of coins, and then I also have the investments in the bingo, which I'll reveal that obviously once bingo is finished, but yeah, that's around about it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Combat to Hyperion, a series where I can only use combat money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now in this episode I'm going to be going over a 70 million coin per hour early game money making method that literally only requires you having the crystal hollows unlocked. Now if you don't have it unlocked, you can unlock it in around about 2 to 3 hours max, and especially since the new mining updates come out, it's even easier. So the only requirements are A, having the crystal hollows unlocked, B, being able to deal 10,000 damage in an infinite number of hits, C, having looting 4, which costs 10,000 coins from the bazaar, and D, being subscribed to Modcraft, because if you're not doing that, then the method won't work. But in all seriousness, I'm 150 subs away from 10,000, so I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe, but let's get into the method. Alright guys, so the first thing I want you to do is come over to the Dwarven Mines, and I want you to buy a Crystal Hollows Pass. Now if you don't already have one, then it costs like 10,000 coins for 4 hours. This is probably one of the most affordable things in the entire game. There's no way you don't have 10,000 coins. So you buy that, and then I want you to visit PRTL or Portal Hub, or use /warp Crystal Nucleus if you have the warp scroll, sending you to the Crystal Nucleus. Now what I want you to do is walk over to this area called the Mystical Deposits, and I want you to walk around for a bit and try and find a structure that looks like the one I'm about to show you. Some advice I can give you is A, you can ask in chat to see if anyone has the coordinates to the Coriolan, I don't know how to pronounce it, Corleonite, coordinates, I don't know how to pronounce the MP, okay. You just want to ask for the coordinates, right? If I want to give you a hint, if no one wants to tell you what the coordinates are, then you can just walk towards these large areas of mobs, because there's a good chance it is the structure you're looking for. But here's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go into the specifics on how to be making 70 million coins per hour, because if you don't use some things I'm going to be talking about, then your money is probably going to be halved, if not worse. So basically, what you want to do is find a structure that looks something like this. Now, it is a lot easier if you find a lobby that's already been set up, especially if you're newer to the game. But pretty much this is what it looks like. It'll be a giant bridge with water underneath, and there'll be the boss Corleon, that guy. The boss Corleon will be spawning. Now you also want to find this other structure, which is down here. This one is probably more difficult to find and this is how you double your rates. So pretty much you want to come down here, and there'll be two areas where the boss can spawn. I'm just going to call it the boss from now. There are going to be 2 areas where the boss can spawn though. So down here is, for example, one of them, and then up there is the other one. You want to create a pathway between them and then run in between them so that, you know, you're getting the double the spawns, so double the rates of if you only use one structure. Now, some of them will spawn really far apart. This is probably one of the best lobbies I've ever found, so that's the reason why I'm showcasing it here. Okay, so the reason you want to grind this and the item you're trying to get from the boss is you're trying to get the Coleonite, because it is a 25% chance, and with looting 4, now looting 5 is technically better, but it also costs 200 million coins more, so I'm not sure if you guys are going to be using it, but what you want to do is it'll increase the chance to around about 40% for a boss. Now you will be spawning around 40 bosses per hour per spawning area, so in this lobby where there are 2, that means you're going to be spawning about 8 to 80 bosses per hour. Do the math there, that's around about 33 to 35 bosses per hour. Now, just to make sure this math is correct, I'm going to be doing the boss for an hour, and we're going to see how much money I make. Okay, so I did panic sell a little bit earlier because the price went down like 100,000 coins, and I was scared it was going to keep dropping. But in that hour, I got around about 36. I got the 3 in my inventory and the 33 I sold on the bazaar. But I'm going to show you in a second that the price I sold just then was 1.85 mil. And it goes up, and at the time of recording it is currently 2 million coins per. So if you add that up, the 35 per hour times 2 million coins is 70 million coins per hour. So yeah, that's pretty good, and I'm gonna go over a few tips and tricks to be like ensuring that you're making the maximum amount of money. Okay, if anyone's confused, I'm going to explain this as simply as possible. Basically, each structure spawns 40 Coleonites per hour. Now, with looting 4, you have a 40% chance of dropping a drop worth 2 million coins. Now, if you can find 2 structures and combine them together and go between them, that means that you're getting 80 bosses per hour, 40% chance to get a 2 mil drop, which adds up to 60 to 70 mil per hour. Now, every person who kills the boss has the same amount of chance of getting a Coleonite, so you don't have to worry about being the last person to hit it. As long as you do 10,000 damage, you have a chance of dropping this loot. The 2 structures can be found in the video. That's probably the best place to see pictures of them. Otherwise, just find a lobby and ask people for coordinates, and if they ever give them to you, which is kind of rare and also kind of not rare. Hopefully with the promotion of this video, people understand that loot sharing is a good thing, and that way everyone makes money, so maybe they're more likely to give you coordinates, but just look around and you will eventually find it. So yeah, 70 mil per hour by using 2 boss spawning areas to kill a boss. That is the entire method. Everything else in this video is just explaining the way the method works. Okay guys, so here's everything I've learned over the, I guess, 4 hours now that I've spent grinding up Coleonite. So A, the Coleonite is a 25% chance drop, which means that it is not affected by Magic Find, as Magic Find only affects drops that are underneath 5%. This does mean, however, that it is affected by looting, which means that with looting 4, it's about a 40% chance, and with looting 5, it's about a 45% chance. I would definitely not recommend you use looting 5 if you don't already have it though, because it is 200 million coins, and looting 4 is 10,000. Now, what you want to double the chances and be making, 70 million coins rather than 35 is you want the 2 structures, because, the way the boss spawns is it'll spawn every 60 seconds and then every 120 seconds, every 60 seconds and alternating like that, meaning that you'll be getting 2 bosses every 3 minutes or 40 bosses every hour. Now, obviously if you have 2 spawning areas and you rotate between them, that means that you're getting double as many spawns and you're getting about 80 per hour. Now, there's a good chance they're going to be pretty far apart, so you might have to go looking for a little bit, but it is probably worth it considering that you're making double as much money. If you want to, you can be grinding in one area and then go looking while you're waiting for the boss to respawn. Now, it is a 100% loot share, which means that whoever has the highest level of looting should probably be killing it, because if one person gets a Coleonite, everyone gets one, so you don't have to worry about being the last person to hit it or any of that, because everyone shares the loot. Okay, so really quickly, if there's anything I missed, then I'm going to put it in the pinned comment, but I also want to say that if any video in this series hits 500 likes, I'm going to be giving away a free rank or the Skyblock gems equivalent to someone in the comments who is subscribed. Now, I can see if you're subscribed, so if you're not subscribed and you win it, then this kind of sucks for you because you're not going to get the free rank. It's pretty easy to subscribe as well. We're 150 away from 10,000, which is just an insane number. That's a third of the way to YouTube rank, so if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, but let's get back to the tips and tricks. So I said that, in the video, the price has gone up, which kind of sucks because if we just check, right now the price of Coleonite is 2 million coins each, which is great for the money making method. but not great for the fact that I sold a lot of these for like 100 and like 1.8 million, which means I did lose out on probably like what 10 to 12 mil. I also made 160 million coins, so I'm not that upset about it, but it always could be better, you know. I mean, I could be sitting here and the price could have dropped by 200,000 coins, and I could be celebrating that I made an extra, you know, 15 mil, so that's just the way Skyblock is sometimes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe. This one's slightly shorter, but the whole point of the video is to talk about a money-making method, not really the series itself, so yeah. Okay, so for anyone who's stuck around the entire video, I have a secret. So at 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be announcing a Hyperion giveaway. So if you want to help me get there, and if you want a chance to win the most expensive and best weapon in the entire game, then I'll subscribe so I can announce the giveaway. But yeah, don't tell anyone, and I'll see you next time.